Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, chilly, baby back, ready.
Caller, this call is for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
Will you say my name again? I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. All right, I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers!
All right.
Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man? Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing. Oh, it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospital meeting earlier, so I was like, "Oh, geez."
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Oh,
he's adorable. So.
If my babies fall out, this was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay, there. I did it. What, you can take me? If my babies fall out, this was your fault. There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut.
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Have a seat. Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay.
Misa Kochata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday. Happy day. Thursday, Friday. Happy day. The weekend comes. My cycle hums.
Your lip. Just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men, sex with men.
Welcome to SimpCast. Yeah. How is everybody doing? We made it. Wow. It's December. Is it the first SimpCast of December? I don't even know what freaking day it is. Yes, it is. It is. And only 1, 2, not even 3 full weeks till Christmas. This year is flying by. This month is gonna fly by. It's crazy. I think I have a pain in my rib from cookie. I just wolfed down 2 cookies before the show. I know that was not a good idea, but I think maybe I have a cookie cramp. It's fine. Is that a thing? Who knows? Maybe not. Anyway, glad that you're here. This is gonna be a great show. I'm so excited. Hey, shut up, crickets! Stop it! You don't know what you're talking about. I'm late because I wore this shirt and well, let's just say the baby liked it and he wouldn't stop nursing. And I was like, I have to go. I have to do the show. Go to sleep. Yeah. Oh, wait, I meant to turn it off and I turned it on again. Anyway, great times, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who came out last night to the fundraiser in Mount Kisco in Westchester. It was a packed show. I would say nearly sold out. There were like, I think 100 pre-sale tickets. There were lots of people showing up at the door, full room. This is Keanu Thompson on stage. She, of course, was there with Gino Bisconti. She did a spot, and this is Gino on stage. God, there's nothing middle-aged men love more than Gino Bisconti on stage. Like, he just was such a hit. I wonder if Keanu will come on later. We'll discuss. But I know it's so weird. I love doing comedy shows at places that are not comedy clubs. Like, this was at a Mason Lodge, an Elks Lodge. You know, I've done Elks Lodge shows. I've done, I think, American Legion. It's a place where old men, not that they're old, they could be, I don't know, from their 20s to their 70s. They go to be friends with each other. I don't know. It's a place where they go to have other male friends. I don't know. Anyway, so it was it was a good fundraiser to repair the building there because it's old, just like the people who go there. Everyone and everything is falling apart. So we gotta do our best. But it was so much fun, and Jeff Norris was there too. Absolutely hilarious, like an old school cruise ship type comic, and he did great. What I didn't know about Jeff Norris is he's actually I'm just gonna bring on my guest, who's here on time. And by on time, I mean, when I start 15 minutes late, you have extra time to get here. You know her. You love her. She's gorgeous. It's Cherry Perez.
Hello. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. This is fun.
Wow.
I love the sound effects.
Isn't it great? I love this one.
I'm trans.
That's so stupid.
That's amazing. I love it.
There's a lot of if I ever have a black person on here, I would do that.
Oh, perfect.
So we'll just save those for such a time. Anyway, yeah, it was great. I don't know, Cherry, if there's any like men in your life who are part of these like men's organizations where they go to like make friends with other men. And I don't know, I think it's hard for men to make friends with other men, especially like, I think it's either you've retained your high school friends or you just like, for men, it's like, or you have no friends, maybe a couple work friends, but.
Yeah, I mean, my grandpa was very into the VFW, North Dakota stock. So like the VFW is a big thing out there. So I spent a lot of my childhood in the freaking VFW, like doing bingo with them and stuff.
Oh my gosh,
So
yes, my father-in-law is like a bingo king. Like he used to run bingo. I forget, somewhere else he worked or hung out. And I was watching a documentary about bingo like last week or two because I don't know, it's like fascinating to me. It's people who go all the time. It's like, I guess there's a lot of them all throughout the country, and like these like old people, usually like it's like old women by themselves who don't know like what else, and they're like low key or high key gamblers. They're there every day. They have their schedule. They have their specific cup and specific highlighters and their seat that no one else can sit in, and they're there, and it's like it's pretty neat. It's like I always love learning about like subcultures of people. Like,
yeah, that's an interesting subculture to say the least.
They get their dollar cup of coffee. They
Exactly.
get there 3 hours early. They sit there. They make like the whole day of it. And
that was what my grandparents would do. It's because they had like a special on a meal. So I think you could go and get like a steak dinner and you'd get a glass of wine. It was like $20 a person, and you could play all the bingo that you wanted for the night. And just, we had to go every Friday. We had to go.
I think it's good to start thinking about, like, even though we're decades away from this, like, what am I going to do in my retirement years? Like, what you got to have a kind of a plan, because I don't want to get to a place where I'm like sad and lonely. I don't think I would. I think I have too many interests.
Yeah.
I loved, I don't know whether to speak in past tense or not, but she's dead. But I loved my mom. She was great, but I think my only not my only, but a criticism I mention a lot is that she didn't foster her outside interests. Like the kids, us 3 kids were her whole world. When we went off to college, it was like she didn't know what to do with herself. And like, it was a little bit like, you guys should come back here and visit. You're not visiting enough. Like, you really. And I think that was really common. I don't want to be that kind of person or mom. So I'm going to try to learn from that. And,
I know I can't foresee you having that issue, but I do feel like that was a generational thing too. Like our parents, that's just like what they did, that's what everyone did. So it doesn't surprise me. My dad just retired, and he has no hobbies. Like he just watches TV. I'm like, Dad, you gotta do something.
It's almost commendable when a man like makes his work his whole life, because I know there's something really, I think, like I don't know, commendable about that. Like my dad worked his effing balls off. Like was a landscaper, literally grueling physically on his body, like physically so dangerous every day, like swinging around. And then when that was like, oh, I'm gonna, if I keep going with this, I will die. Then he transitioned to being a teamster, also grueling hours, in just many hours a week, up so early. And so like I guess I don't fault him for not having hobbies.
Yeah.
Well, his hobby was drinking, a lot of drinking.
That was my dad's old hobby. But I always say, like, I always joke, like, his new hobby is just, he just spends money. Like, my dad did very well in life, but the only, like, hobby he has is, like, spending money. Like, he moves every 2 years. Like, 'cause he finds a house he wants to buy. So now they're going to move because he found a new fancy house.
Who wants to move every 2 years?
That's, like, what he does. I'm like, you need a hobby. You need to do something, like, fulfilling in life.
It's like a car lease, but for a house.
I know. I hate moving. I don't know, but I don't want to be doing that.
Bitch. Yeah. There was a period where I was moving like apartments every couple of years for sure. But,
it's the worst.
I think if you've been in a place for a long time, like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, it's like, that's going to be a bitch of a move unless you have like a serious decluttering plan, like a serious donating and throwing stuff out plan, because you don't want to bring, and I've done this on a couple of moves where you're like, you don't plan it out well. So you end up just packing up all your crap that you should have thrown out and either putting it in storage or bringing it to the new place. And you're like, oh, and then there's some boxes you don't even get to till like 6 months, a year. And then if that's the case, it's like, you should have just thrown that out because you don't need it.
Well, we just moved and I gave away my entire garage to my neighbors.
The physical, the unit.
And I didn't want to deal with it. Like, it was like everybody else's stuff in there, because before my husband moved into that house, it was a sober house. I ran a sober house. So I had a ton of like stuff that people used to give me for the house, stuff that like people who lived there left, just like all this stuff.
Wow. What kind of stuff is in a sober house? A lot of, I would imagine, cards, tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Anything you
Bingo.
can do to not think about drinking.
Yeah, it's kind of like a halfway house. A lot of people don't have much because they're just getting off the streets or whatever.
Yeah.
But, people would give me like furniture, or I had a lot of like, clothing donations, just crap, honestly. And I knew my neighbors would want it though. And I put it all out on the curb, and literally the next night it was all gone. So went to good use. But
what we've been doing a lot of recently is like, I guess, I'm not sure who exactly we call, but like we donate a lot of clothes to like breast cancer. We go, oh, breast cancer is coming. Breast cancer is going to come pick up the clothes. We don't know what happens after. I don't know if they donate them. I'm like, do they donate them to people who have breast cancer? Like, how is this working out? Or do they sell the clothes? Do they thrift them? I don't know. But it feels good to like say goodbye to a couple garbage bags full of clothes.
And somehow it's related to breast cancer. So that's good.
We're curing breast cancer by giving away our old jeans.
One pair of junk at a time. Saving the world.
Kicking myself because after Frank and I moved out of our last apartment, like I just kind of in haste got a storage unit, and I actually tallied up like how much I was paying for the storage unit over the last few years and like what furniture. Then you do the math and you're like, oh, I could have bought completely new furniture with what I spent on storing the old furniture and the old crap. But there's a couple things that like I have to save, like my mother's father's big Ellis Island trunk, like
that's
all
kind
the
of cool.
shit from Norway, like my mother's father, like my grandfather was really into photography. I remember he had a dark room in my grandmother's house, and like
cool.
Old cameras, old film, old slides. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how I have to, I guess, buy an old projector to see these old ass slides. I can't throw that stuff out. It's like baby pictures of my mom. So
no, that's like family heirlooms. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of, I don't like storage units because, they cost more. It's It's like $100 a month. You don't think it's that bad, but it adds up over time. When I was homeless, I lived out of a storage unit. So I just
storage unit?
yeah, because I was in Boston, and it's like you can't. It's not California. You can't just like be outside. So you just sneak in and out of your storage unit. But yeah, they
How is that? I would be nervous. I don't know. There's no windows.
people do it all the time. I got kicked out of so many too, because like obviously you're not supposed to do that.
You should
But
just say like, man, I just got so tired moving all my stuff in and out.
I
I
know.
just fell asleep in the storage unit. Oopsie.
it was actually kind of chill. I had like set it up, like a whole room in there. I had like a little makeup vanity. Like it was the
Wow.
cheapest rent I ever paid, honestly.
That's kind of cool. All right, I would do it for a night, but maybe that's it. Because one time I like took out of the storage unit this old rug and I like unrolled it, thinking like maybe I could put this in the studio. Hell no! When I unrolled it, there was not only a dead mouse, but it was dusty. It had become like it was just like I was like, and then it was just mouse bones, like a little mouse rib cage, a little mouse tail and feet, and I was like, what the fuck? Like the mouse was
Cursed.
vaporized inside this rug. I was like,
Cursed. Nope.
how? It's just a
Nope.
tiny little
Yeah.
mouse.
That's so.
Mummified. Thank you, Freeman. I'm like, what? How did this happen inside the? Like it wasn't chemically treated.
I have no idea. That's crazy.
Oh, poor little guy. You're just a mouse and living out of a storage unit,
Yeah.
homeless.
I can relate,
Oh, and then he's probably like, "Oh, it's like warm in here. Maybe I'll just sleep." And then, oh fuck, I can't.
Oh.
Like I don't know which way is up. And you're like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna die in this carpet in a storage unit. How sad.
At least it was warm.
Like, is that better? Is that a better way to go if you're a mouse than being like snapped into a trap with cheese? Like cheese, and then it's over so
I don't.
quick.
Yeah. I feel like. Is
The
it
carpet-
fast though when they get snapped? I don't
I mean,
know.
isn't that the point of the mouse trap? Is that it's fast?
I don't know. I feel like
Or that
I've
just holds
definitely
you in
had.
place till you're like, fuck, there's no more cheese left. I guess I'll die.
I
How
feel like I've
sad.
definitely had like moving mice on mouse
Oh.
traps. Like it just didn't work right. You
It's
know.
true. Like one of my apartments, it's crazy when you first not that there was a lot of mice, just a couple, but like when you have your first mouse of somewhere you live, you're like, oh my god, it's a creature, it's a living thing. Like oh my god, let's put out like safe, like
Right.
pain-free traps. And then we had like, oh, that didn't work. And then we had the glue traps. Like, oh, I
Yep.
gotta get a glue trap because I don't want to hear the snapping. But then their butts get stuck on the glue
I
trap, and then
know.
they're scratching around. I'm like, oh my god, he's not even
I
fully
know.
on. And then the first time you have to like, I just threw it down like the disposal. I was like, no, goodbye. And then a couple mouses later, you're like, die. No, you're not
I
like,
know.
beating it. I never did that, but you just care a little bit less and less for each mouse because you're like, get the fuck out of here.
For sure. The best trick is just get a cat. They hate the cats.
True. Ugh. That's literally the only reason to ever have a cat around.
Oh, I love my cat. Where is my cat? I don't know where he is. He'll probably stop in.
Exactly. Where is your cat?
He's not bothering me. That's why I like them. Like dogs, it's like, God, they're just like,
They're high maintenance. They're so high
Yeah.
maintenance. They
like I need some space too.
the dogs, I take the baby and the dogs on a walk like at about the same times every day. So if it gets to be like that time, like they'll come find me. And,
Oh, yeah.
they know all the keywords. They know the dogs know stroll. The dog know they know out. They know it's like when I started to put the baby's coat on, they're like, "Are we
Yeah.
going too?"
Yeah, they get so excited. I mean, I love dogs, but I don't know. I'm just so like independent that I guess I just feel the cats. It's like, no, it's all right. We can
You're
have
a
some
cat
space.
person. You're a
Yeah,
cat
oh, yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Strange lunatic. Thank you for the 199. Remember, 84 years ago, Pearl Harbor was attacked. Happy Pearl Harbor Day, everyone.
Oh, wow.
It's also my sister-in-law's birthday, and Anna, that Star Wars girl's baby's first birthday.
Aww.
That Star Wars baby turned 1 today. Oh my, I remember when she pushed her out and it was just a little 4-pound baby. It was just a little tiny little bean. And now she's a bigger bean. And I just weighed my baby today. He is 30 pounds.
What?
What kind of a baby is 30 pounds?
That's crazy.
He's 20. He's almost 20 months old, but he's 30 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
He's a tank. And like he was at this, we took him to this bounce house last week one day. And there was another kid, like I think his age, and the other kid seemed like kind of a little more agile, a little more like, what? I'm like, I asked the mom, like, how old is that kid? She was like 1.5 years. And I was like, what? Because Frankie would absolutely just demolish this kid in a fight. And I was like, what?
That's so funny.
I'm not often seeing like other kids Frankie's age. So I'm just like, damn.
Oh,
I forget
yeah.
how friggin' huge he is. He
Yeah,
eats.
30 pounds?
He eats.
That's a big baby.
Terry, he never ever stops eating. The doctor at his 12-month appointment, at his 18-month appointment, both times, watch out, get ready. He's about to get real picky. He's just going to be, well, I don't know. And then you hear about other moms, hey, just eats chicken nuggets. Oh, I just eat mashed potatoes. Doctor's like, well, it's going to happen. He is not picky about anything. Like, he doesn't eat like 1 or 2 vegetables. And it's just
that's
that
hilarious.
Day. He eats just, I'm talking fists full of pot. He can start to say the names of Italian foods now. Like he knows what ricotta is. He knows what prosciutto is. And of course,
you're going to have a little foodie on your hands.
With antipasto, like olives.
What?
He eats olives and like handfuls of muffalata, which is like chopped up olives and like other things, tomatoes. I don't know.
Don't you love it though? It's like his personality is already coming
such an
out.
Adult
Like
palate. Like he's very into the savories. Although like he will eat like a fistful of whipped cream. Like if he's fast enough, he'll be like,
yeah.
It's
That's so cute though.
I'm trying not to give him like a lot of sweets, but like little tastes here and there, and I'll be like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like chat? Is this normal for the baby to be into all these kinds of foods? He eats like, I make him pancakes, like either in the morning it'll be like oatmeal or eggs, or I'll make these pancakes that's like half a banana, an egg, maybe a little flour, a little vanilla extract, maybe some mushed up berries, and it's like I have this little like pancake frying pan, and he's just is like sometimes he's throwing handfuls to the dogs, and I'm like, no. And I have to make sure now any food I give him, like it has to be dog safe, because he's gonna be like,
that's so funny.
He looks right at me, he's like, what do you think of that? Just handfuls.
I love it though.
Cute. He could always eat. I don't get it.
That's so funny. I wonder like where that came from.
He's
just in his DNA.
Always like that. And we started him on solids at 4 months, which I thought was so early. I thought like you have to wait till 6 months, but I guess now they recommend 4, and because they want you to get through all the allergen foods and just
sure,
more practice. And now he's like good with a fork and a spoon, and like he figured out how to keep it steady. Very proud. Pinky up, Bean. I just can't. He always wants to drink what you're drinking, eat what you're eating. Like if he has his own water, but then I have my like glass of water at like if we go out or something. He has to sip out of my water, and then he'll always like dunk his whole hand in the water, and I'm like, now you're washing your hands in my water.
Yeah.
Now that's yours.
I feel like they just do that. It's like they have to just know. They have to know what your water is like.
Yeah, what's that? I'm like, and then he'll be like, oh, he's always off. He's very sweet, like always offering me what he's eating, what he's drinking, like
polite little guy.
And I'm like, that's your baba. Russell Hall for 5. Where do you poop? Oh goodness, when you're living in a storage unit, somebody else's storage unit, hopefully someone you don't like.
They have bathrooms.
That's a good question.
No, they have bathrooms and storage.
She's not an animal, Russell. She's not like putting it in a mason jar.
Like trying to figure out my storage unit neighbors who I don't like.
when I went to the bathroom in the storage unit, like in the storage unit's bathroom, it was
Exactly.
it was actually broken. Like it was. I was like, thank God this is a number one because it had basically become a porta potty at that point because it had been broken. You could tell it like, oh, it's been broken for a minute by what was in there.
Oh,
not
nasty.
Not good. Storage unit. But I like that about you, Cherry. That means you're scrappy and like you ultimately don't need that much.
I'm very scrappy.
That's a great quality in a woman. Like when you're just like, oh, you're not only are you not high maintenance, I've lived in a storage unit.
Yes, I have. I've seen many things most people never see in their life. So,
Night Owl, thanks for the 5. I am here to chew bubblegum and compliment Chrissy, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Chrissy, you always bring joy to my heart. Thank you, Night Owl. It's a long applause.
It kind of is.
It is. It's like just a little bit too long. Yeah. But the show, I think I was still talking about the show. The show last night was so great. Always fun to do comedy for a full room of people. It doesn't really matter where, but I just find with, not that like I want to do it in a restaurant or something, but I find like if it's not a comedy club, people are more like there's less pretense, and it probably helps that people were a bit loose and drunk because they'd been drinking since 7, and then the show started at 9.
Nice.
Good
vibes.
For $1.99. Did you see who got the Kennedy Center Awards? No. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I feel like I know what it is, but I might be wrong. So
tell us. Don't leave us hanging. Russell Hall for 5. Why do they have bathrooms and storage units if you're not supposed to live there? It's
I'm
like
telling
they're
you.
daring you to try and live there.
They are.
They
are.
You go spend hours at a storage unit, like emptying all the shit from your car, doing multiple runs. Like you're going to have to go to the bathroom there at some point.
It's usually on the main level.
Yeah, it's true.
But you can easily live in a storage unit. It's just about being sneaky, as long as you don't get caught. Cheapest, it's seriously the cheapest rent you'll ever pay.
After the mouse in the carpet. I mean, now I know, like, that's if shit absolutely hit the fan. You know, well, yeah, it is cheaper. I mean, it's the storage unit, I think, is like $250 or $3 something a month or whatever, which is
I'm just saying,
too much. We downgraded from the bigger one.
Like for a storage unit though, that's insane. $250 is insane. Like no. But yeah, where are you supposed to put it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's stupid. It's kind of like at this point, it's like, we've already had it for so long, and you got to set aside a day and throw it all out. Then you're like, great.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have to move it again.
Yeah.
Torture.
Oh my God. Storage unit. All right, guys, there's so much internet and like gossip and drama going on. I almost don't even know where to begin. Oh, I know where to begin. By telling everybody to come see me at Gino Bisconti's birthday show, Sunday, December 28th. This is a perfect post-Christmas activity. If you guys have not been to New York City, if you're thinking like, yeah, I want to plan a trip, I want to see it before Mom Donnie ruins it. Come to Rodney's Comedy Club in New York City, Sunday, December 28th, 8 o'clock show. There's Gino right there. It's his 57th birthday. He doesn't even look it. It used to be Dangerfield's Club, but they redid it a little bit. It's going to be great. A lot of like Keanu Thompson's going to be there, myself, a former Compound Media talent, super fans, degenerates. It's going to be great. So I'll see you guys there December 28th, and that'll be my last show of 2025. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
That sounds like great timing though. Right after Christmas, like, you know?
There's nothing more perfect than the week after Christmas and before New Year's. It's like, it's time. It's like, I say this all the time. It's like being in an airplane. It's like time that doesn't matter. Nobody expects anything from you.
Yes.
You don't have to get anything done. It's like, the holidays. You know, you can still
relaxed.
say, the holidays.
It's so true.
I'm not doing anything.
So true.
So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to get some gigs together for next year. But let's start with this topic, which we can easily, everybody in the chat can easily get behind. Hello, Deranged Lunatic. Sylvester Stallone and George Strait, among others. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I'm going to bring this up because this is something I was very focused on this week. Was Rachel Zegler in this?
Girl.
The sheer curtain of a dress. This was at the New York Magazine Cultural or Culturati cocktail in New York. Look at her smug, stupid, confident face. And then look how bad this outfit is.
Why the white underwear?
I know.
Like I'm frustrated looking at this.
I don't understand. Like, and I tweeted like, man, your gays really abandoned you on this. But you don't need gays to know that you need to have a truly nude underwear. And also, we don't need to see your belly button. Again, either go full, like take the pasties off, get some kind of a thong, like go full slut with this, or you need to get a proper nude underwear, maybe, and then like something that covers your, we don't need to know what your belly button looks like, Rachel.
It's just so half-baked. Like, this is not like a good fashion look. It literally looks like they grabbed a curtain, a sheer curtain, threw it on her and said, go out there, you know?
It looks like someone wrapped an old curtain around a Christmas ham. It is not even a flattering shade. It's dark in parts, it's light in parts. Like, we don't need to, like, she's young and gorgeous and has a great body, but it's like, ugh, she made herself look so bad. Like, who, like her boobs, okay, like,
yeah,
but like this attire makes them look pancakey.
She looks
and
frumpy.
Not good.
Like, I'm just so confused. I just don't get her in general. So that doesn't help, but I just can't. I don't know.
My only thinking on this is like she's trying to one up and or ride the coattails of Sydney Sweeney, because that's what I immediately thought when I saw this. I was like, oh, you know who also did the naked look recently and nailed it was Sydney Sweeney, who had the balls to expose her nipples.
Yeah, and it's like, it's giving waist, it's giving snatched, you know. I don't know.
She's
it's
wearing a
glamorous.
corset. The corset like covers her belly button, and she's wearing like proper nude undies. Why? How do we know this? Because you can't see them. It actually matches her skin tone. And the whole focus here is like tiny waist and look at my nipples, everyone. And you know why? Because that's what we're focused on. We don't even notice that she got a haircut. Like, what? Short hair. It's an afterthought.
So
that's
true.
how powerful the nipple is.
There's no jewelry. There's no diamonds.
No jewelry.
They're right
Unheard
here.
of for this kind of event. No necklace. No dangling. No earring. Not a bracelet.
Not needed.
I mean, what does she have? One ring on?
She is the diamond. It's just, I agree though. I could totally see they're trying to recreate this moment for Rachel Zegler. It's just not really working.
A necklace would only take away, you'd be like, oh, that necklace is really taking away from her nips. And then you have this, just looks like a half, like a college girl took a curtain rod and ripped it down and wearing literally whatever panties are clean. And like, you don't have to be a fashion expert to know, like, you have these panties are way too light. Like, what are you thinking?
I so agree though. It's like you either need to commit and just do it, like fully go out there, or just
you're
don't.
Basically there, Rachel. Like, we can kind of see your nips under these gigantic weird pasties.
I know.
We can see the outline of your boob. We know exactly how far apart your boobs are now. We know how they sit on you. Like, we know things. We know what your belly button looks like. You just go the extra 10%, please.
I feel like the pasties too. It's just like, what? It just looks weird.
It does. It looks like someone tried to like started to filter it, like, and then was like, oh, this is a mistake, and then you can't go back, and you're like, and it just looks worse.
And almost like her pose, like it looks like it's a literal curtain and it's about to fall off. Like it looks like she's like trying to like hold on to it
Quick,
for dear
wrap
life.
it around your neck.
Yeah.
Clenching. It looks cheap. And this is a woman who has all of the time, money, resources to get something nice.
And it's a shame because she looks really pretty, actually.
Her face
I think
is great.
yeah. I love that makeup look. I love the hair on her. It's nice, but it's just like, what is going on here?
She looks like a cheap hoe. And then we have Sydney, who like I would say this dress is like honestly kind of weird looking, and it's got this weird back thing, and it's like sleeves are honestly too long. This is like otherwise kind of an old lady dress, but like
totally
she looks so bomb in it, and it's all snatched, and it's like this dress is 90% boobs, and it, you know. So
I like it because it's weird because it's like she's totally covered, but it's so obviously suggestive. I don't know, it just works. Like that's very chic. That's very fashion forward. There's something about it that just works.
It's long.
like-
It's not. It's like you have to pick one body part in fashion. You can't do short skirt and cleavage. Like you got to pick one thing, or you can't do like arms out
I
and
agree.
legs out. You like.
Well,
I
she
think
still
some
looks
people can
like
pull it off.
I don't know. She still looks like glamorous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can go very like cheap hoe very quick
She's
with
like right there.
totally.
And it's because nothing else on her is like see through really that this works, and you're like, and her short hair looks
The
very
hair.
polished and balanced
Totally.
out. Any element of cheap hoe that the nips might have been giving off.
Totally.
Yeah, it
She
does
looks
look like
yeah, I mean,
Greek
if she had like
antiquity.
a real dress on, you with that hair and everything, she'd look like, I don't know, like a
You'd be like, oh, why did she cut her
politician's
hair?
wife.
No. Yes. Oh, there were so many other photos that were going around. I was like, put her in the leg chair at Fox.
Yeah, for real. That's funny.
And so anyway, I don't know what Rachel Zegler was thinking. And apparently, I don't know if you know this, but I guess Sydney Sweeney's been getting like called right wing, or people think she's trying to like, I don't know if sitting on the fence is the right word, but like obviously the super lefties are trying to paint Sydney Sweeney like a right winger because of the American Eagle jeans ad campaign, and I think she was smart to kind of say nothing for a while and just not like give these reporters an inch. But I think recently she did. Let me try and find this. She did say something to the effect of like,
The thing that was
made me
like became a
upset.
bunch of memes.
Something after that. Let me find it.
Okay.
I'm not setting this up well.
I feel like she plays her cards well.
She generally does. It's because she's dating Scooter Braun, who's like a PR.
I didn't know that.
Whiz. Yeah. He, I think he discovered Justin Bieber.
He was
And I
Taylor
think
Swift's
He was Taylor
whatever.
Swift's handler for a while.
Yeah. That's interesting that they're together.
Addresses backlash to the Okay. So in her addressing of the backlash, I guess she's sort of a little bit apologized-ish. The Great Jeans ad featuring Sweeney in Y2K style with a voiceover punning on jeans and jeans, which some interpreted as implying genetic superiority. Sweeney clarified that she supports the brand for its denim, rejects any hateful associations, and aims to unite people. Boring.
Period.
Her recent movie disappointments and upcoming role in The Housemaid add context to the timing of her words. Okay, so she doesn't want her movie to bomb, so she's doing like a kind of post-mortem apology. Is this from the ad? What is this?
I don't know.
No, that's something else.
But she said something else recently.
She tells people that she doesn't support the views that people connected her American Eagle campaign to. Ugh. I mean, I think that goes without saying. She shouldn't have said it. I was honestly surprised by the reaction. I did it because I love the jeans and I love the brand. I don't support the views some people chose to connect to the campaign. Many have assigned motives and labels to me that just aren't true. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm always trying to bring people together. What does that even mean?
I don't think I would ever associate Sydney Sweeney with bringing people together. Maybe over her body, but
How? Yeah. Like a bunch of people masturbating to you? Is that bringing people together? We're all coming at the same thing. I'm against hate and divisiveness. In the past, my stance has been to never respond to negative or positive press, which you hadn't been for a while, and that was a good plan. But I recently have come to realize that my silence regarding this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it. So I hope this new year brings more focus on what connects us instead of what divides us. Ugh, such a non-answer. I don't want to take a side. Tough shit. You have to take a side in 2025.
Yeah, there's no getting out of it. You think the lefties are going to let you get away with that? No way.
No.
So you may as well just be real and take the right side.
This is not that's the thing is, like you said, this is not enough for the lefties, and it makes the right wingers or like the apolitical people go, ugh, really?
Right.
Do you really need to say anything?
I don't think these celebrities understand that, like, most of the average people, I think, are leaning more towards the right, common sense, you know, that kind of stuff. So I think they're just out of touch. Like, and because the leftists are so loud online, that's always their reaction, is to kind of side with them or appease them rather. And it's like, I don't think they realize, like, no, most normal people would actually eat it up if you, and you don't have to go full Trump or whatever, full right winger, but just, you know, a little nod, I think would go very far. I mean, it did with the American Eagle thing.
It's like, Sydney, like your fan base is already, like your people are kind of a little bit more on the right, I would say, largely. So just like, don't go out of your way to be like, oh, let me get some of these lefties back. No, it's fine. And it's kind of, it's done already. And so this sort of half measure apology is not going to make either side happy.
I know, especially like now, like what, months later?
She probably just got scared. She's like, oh, the movie's coming out. This'll help it. Braden Sorbos has never been the neat tree, says in the end, these types of women always cuck to the pressure. What is this, green? They were literally just jeans. People have been finding a way to cancel her for a long time, and they really tried to use her wearing jeans to do it. Wow, I didn't know they were trying to cancel her for a while. She cucked, and these psychopaths will still call her a Nazi. Exactly. What's this clip? Oh, this is from her interview that was memed all over.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
I love that.
Oh, the best was like, they got to her and just no reaction. Like, this is, oh my God.
She's all of us. We're all just like, here we go.
The strength you have to have in this moment to not even give like a sympathetic, like, oh, I know what you're getting at, or oh, some people are upset. Oh my God. Just to like giving her nothing so that she
doesn't care.
Swimming in her
genuinely
own
doesn't
filth.
care.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say to get you to apologize for existing.
I know, she's like a little rat. That interviewer, she's giving me rat vibes, but
she's very rat-like.
I think, you know, we're all Sydney Sweeney. We're all sick of it. We're all done. We all don't care anymore. Like, oh God, it's exhausting. These people are exhausting.
She was already given the opportunity to speak out against bigotry, and she decided not to, only until she saw how much backlash she would receive for not doing the easy service of condemning bigoted ideologies.
Bigoted is
Emma.
Crazy.
Emma, you're 22. You know what the fuck you're talking about.
The Zoomers.
Hearts in your bio. Yeah, the Zoomers are not even functioning.
Specifically the women. Like the female Zoomers are, whew. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. So I feel like most of the users on there are Zoomers, and I'm telling you, the girls are. I'm like worried. I'm worried for the future because they are so left.
You're right. And look at these lefty responses. It's exactly what we said. Why didn't she speak up about this previously? And then instead of doubling down, it's not enough. It's not good enough.
Never will be.
Sort of faux apology is not making a dent with the left.
No, once you do something wrong in the eyes of a lefty, there really is no coming back from it. You could literally do the most, you could go volunteer for BLM or whatever, dedicate your life to it, and it still wouldn't be enough for them.
Wow. She's a Trump. What is this? Is this just Buffy's? She's a Trump supporter. Yes, she does. See, they've already labeled her.
You made up their mind.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help being like a blonde white girl either. Like, they're just gonna make up their mind about you based off that even.
Yeah. Even if this ad didn't have like the whole good genes wordplay, she still would have gotten so much hate. Like, oh, how dare she have blue eyes and blonde hair and exist?
Yeah, they hate it. I mean, I just think they're jealous. I just, that's something else I've noticed with Gen Z. Like, they are so jealous. Like, they can't stand when someone makes, decent amount of money. They can't stand when someone's prettier than them, and they make it about everything else other than the real issue at hand. And it's just so obvious. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just the times we're in. People are struggling, so they're frustrated or what, but the envy and the jealousy is out of control with the young people.
It's just because it's too much time online.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the more time, and this is just from like my brief time in being a mom and being like forced to pull away from social media just because I'm so damn busy with the baby. And it's like, it really, like, once you get some distance, and you had to take a little social media break. Like, you just pull away a little bit and like just get think of it as like an octopus that's just sucking onto you. It's like once you just detach a little bit, get some space, and then it doesn't matter so much.
So true. It's so true. What is that saying?
Scooter finally got her a PR agent, I see. That's her boyfriend, Scooter Braun.
That is so crazy that they are dating.
I know. And he's like, not much to look at.
I know. That's why I'm just... He must be interesting or something, but...
Interesting. He must have a nice piece. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. She did Thanksgiving with him. Okay. They've only really been out like less than a month. Like out as a couple.
Interesting.
He's kind of like me. But you know what? When you're Sydney Sweeney, who are you gonna date? I guess anybody you want.
Yeah. Is that them?
That's them in Central Park. This was the photo that blew up the internet and kind of announced that they were together.
She looks so different there.
Yeah.
I don't know. She looks like a mom or something. I don't know.
Is it the coat?
Dressed normal for once.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, even that photo looks
I wouldn't even know who this is. Like, if I walked by them, I'd be like, okay. It's just
Me
a
neither.
couple. Like, who even knows what Scooter Braun looks like?
For real. It's just one of those names you hear. You don't really know who he is.
See? There's her butt. She'll be fine, I think.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. She's been... Oh, I like this person. She's a Jewish psyop. She's been hooking up with a 44-year-old Scooter Braun.
Of course. Of course.
It's so funny. Funny to say Jewish psyop.
I mean, she's not even Jewish, is she? Or it's just the Jews pushing it or something?
Yeah, maybe they just think like, oh, the Jews are pulling the strings.
But why? For?
Yeah,
You must look at Sydney Sweeney's boobs.
Look at them. Look at them. She'll be fine. I agree. She's gonna be just fine. What do
I
you
don't
think,
even know.
Chat?
Is she like a good actress?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever
think
seen her in
so.
anything.
No. She was great at. She was a great actress in that American Eagle ad. Stymie for $1.99. Yep, go Commando or don't go at all. See, the chat agrees. Russell
Give the
Hall
people
for
what they want.
just give them what they want. Everyone wants nipples. Russell Hall
Yeah.
for 2. Nothing worse than a cunt in granny panties. Oh, very tricky spelling there, Russell. We appreciate it. I do have a possibly hot take, but it wasn't a nice thing for Trump to put her on blast saying she's a Republican. Oh, I forgot about that
Interesting.
aspect of it. Wait a second. Are you talking? You're not talking about Sydney Sweeney. I think you're talking about who's that other singer girl? The blonde Sabrina Carpenter. I think.
Was it her?
Are we confusing our?
I don't know. I know he just, or somebody in the administration clapped back at Sabrina
There was-
Carpenter.
There was
But
clapping.
I think he did say something about Sydney Sweeney, though.
Hold on, chat. Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, he says, no, I am talking about Sydney Sweeney. I think I remember mumblings about this.
Okay, let me pull this up.
He said, Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, did a jeans ad.
Wow. Wow. Did he look it up? Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, I'm not sure when this post is from, has the hottest ad out there. I can't believe he writes these. He probably doesn't. It's for American Eagle, and the jeans are flying off the shelves. It's true. Even I bought some. Go get him, Sydney. On the other side of the ledger, Jaguar did a stupid, seriously woke advertisement that is a total disaster. The CEO just resigned in disgrace, and the company is in absolute turmoil. Who wants to buy a Jaguar after looking at that disgraceful ad? Shouldn't they have learned a lesson from Bud Light, which went woke and essentially destroyed in a short campaign the company? The market cap destruction has been unprecedented, with billions of dollars so foolishly lost. Or just look at woke singer Taylor Swift. Ever since I alerted the world as to what she was saying, as what she was by saying on Truth that I can't stand her hate. I can't believe he's saying this. She was booed out of the Super Bowl and became no longer hot. I am Trump and I declare you no longer hot.
God.
The tide
He sounds like my dad.
I don't know. I just don't think the president needs to be like. I mean, it's what makes Trump so incredible. It's like he doesn't need to bother himself with like this kind of commentary, but he can't help himself. He's like,
no, he can't help himself.
I will be the judge of who's hot or not. I was in charge of Celebrity Apprentice, for goodness sake. No longer hot. The tide has seriously turned. Being woke is for losers. Being Republican is what you want to be. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, okay, so he did. He aired her out. I mean, I guess I kind of agree. I don't know that was right of him to do, but I don't know. At the same time, it's just like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I think it was stupid. Like, I think she probably came out with that sort of half apology to sort of undo this Trump stuff, but it's not enough. And hopefully she's learned a lesson, and she should just like kind of embrace it.
Yeah, if it was me, I would lean into it. Or if I was her, rather, I would just lean into it. Because, you've sealed, Trump sealed your fate.
Yeah.
so
it's
just
like, so what? You didn't want to be pushed into the Republican camp. Maybe that felt like a bit out of your control. Well, suck it, deal with it now, Sydney, because it's not a bad group of people to have behind you.
Yeah.
You can have the majority of the sane people and the right and also the blue-haired mentally ill people. You can't have it all.
And why would you want the latter? Like, I don't know why you'd want that.
You're
but-
trying to be like, I want everyone to buy my stupid movie. I want everyone to see my stuff. Well, tough shit. That's not gonna happen. Mojo Rocket Man revived. They'll say anything to demonize any woman who gets more attention than their extreme low bar of mediocrity. Quick, pull out the race card. True.
Very true.
I don't think I've used my race card enough. I don't know. I guess I don't really. I do let people know. I'm partially Norwegian, half German.
Nice.
Some other stuff mixed in.
Yeah. Yep. I pull out my race card. Quarter German, quarter Norwegian too. Quarter Mexican. Quarter
That's
Danish.
What you should focus on is the Mexican.
Sometimes you got to do it, you know?
Like, look, I'm a hard worker. I'm a quarter Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about, oh my gosh, this was so, I couldn't even believe it, but Tim Pool, apparently somebody like opened fired at his house.
Yeah, what the heck?
So crazy. This was yesterday, I guess last night. No, he posted about this yesterday, so it must have happened December 5th. And here's this tweet from December 6th. Last night, a vehicle approached our property and opened fire. No one was hurt. Our security team is reviewing the incident and will be relaying the report to appropriate law enforcement. This is the price we pay for speaking out against evil. Now, does anybody know who Tim had on 2 nights ago? Like, is it related to that?
Everyone's saying it's Candace Owens.
I did see some tweets about that. My immediate thoughts is someone is trying to scare us, but we have a security gate and armed guards, and it's possible this deterred something more serious. People, do you think it's Candace's fault? Because, right, he was critical of her. He was the last person he was critical of.
Which I think is ridiculous. I don't think it has anything to do with her, honestly. Maybe like a deranged fan of hers. I still don't really think that seems likely, but I don't know. Was that the show with Milo and George Santos? Is that the last show he did?
Oh, is that the show from December 5th? I guess I could look it up. Let's see. Yeah, Milo's really been making the rounds, and we'll talk about him in a little bit.
For some reason, I thought that was the last show they did, but
live. So let's see. What is from?
I'm surprised more people aren't, pulling the whole Israel card, honestly. But I guess Tim doesn't really talk about that very much. He's kind of forced to these days, but
yeah, I feel like once you get to a certain level, you just have to. You have to talk about it.
Yes, especially if you're strictly like political.
And news, news or politics. Was it Milo? Chat, tell me who was on December 5th.
Let me see. I can look too.
And then let's see. Okay, so Tim sent an update. This is 11 hours ago. Security believes 3 shots were fired. We are in contact with the police and the FBI. Thank you, everyone who reached out. If anyone has archived Chicken City, which is his live stream of his chickens, the shots should be audible. Unfortunately, we do not archive the live stream. This would be Friday between midnight and 1 a.m. Wow.
So the 5th was, today's the 7th. So that would have been Friday. And yeah, streamed 2 days ago, Milo and Tim Pool and George Santos. So that's the last people he had on. I didn't watch the stream, so I've seen some clips, but I don't really know what they were talking about other than some of the viral things I've seen in the clips. But
well, you know who's here to help us figure it all out? It's Talk with Sally.
Hello.
Hey. Sally, you look amazing. You look like a winter wonderland, like a wintry angel.
Look at your hair.
Yeah,
it's fabulous.
Hold on. Let's just, oh my God. Look at your hair.
It's
I did this new thing where I put my hair in a big fat ponytail right here, and then I curled it.
Wow.
And then I put it in little clippies, and then I did the front and curled it, put it in clippies. Then I did my makeup, and then I took my hair out.
It looks like voluptuous. Like,
oh my god!
I'll have to send you the video.
Try that.
It was like
I
really
normally
easy.
do my hair. I take a shower. It's wet. I put it up, and then I fall asleep with it wet on the pillow.
Yeah, but you have hair like that. I can't. My hair is a pain in the butt.
It looks good.
I'm the same way.
Sally,
I used to
have you-
try, but
And sometimes it's good, like if it's wet or damp, do braids, any kind of braids. Sleep with those in for like half a day, whatever you can do. And then when those come out, then you can like zhuzh that up, and then you're rocking that look. for a
You're going to
day.
like this. I saw on TikTok, which I'm not a big TikTok person, but I was like, I'm going to try that. And it was supposed to just give you like light curls. I'm like, I'm going to try it. And yeah.
Wow.
It worked.
Have you seen those things like the hair wraps? Like you put them in your hair and like you let them sit for a while, and then you just like pull it out, and it's all zhuzhed up.
it's like a
It's like a coil.
tube.
Yeah, it's a tube.
Yeah. Yeah, I do those sometimes. The
Just use
heatless
socks.
I wonder if that's
Use
worth it.
socks. You take socks, like your
Yeah.
men's socks, roll it up, tighten a knot. Yeah.
You can do
tighten
a sock, yeah.
With your thick hair, it would be perfect. Just get
You mean
the
like
sock.
a dad sock, like a
Yeah.
white dad
Yeah, like a
sock?
dad sock. Yeah.
That would definitely work. Yeah.
You have thick hair. Mine goes really curly if I do that, but you have thick hair,
Mm.
so it would be perfect.
Yes.
I gotta rummage through the laundry now. Sally, have you been following this Tim Pool attack drama?
Okay, I heard about the shooting or whatever, and the Candace Owens stuff.
So yeah, do we think it's connected?
See?
I guess these are two separate.
Yeah, but it's all
Separate
at the
things.
same time, though.
A lot of people are making a connection between the incident and Candace Owens. That's what I've seen. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it very much, but
Is this a civil war? Oh, yeah. And then Candace did respond. Did he retweet that? I think she did. She responded like, "Oh, you should." Something to the effect of like, "I didn't do it."
Did you see the Nick Sorter? That's Nick Sorter.
Nick sort of was just attacked moments ago at an ICE protest. This was yesterday.
Whoa.
What, did somebody like choke him out a little
That's at
bit?
the New Orleans facility or ICE facility.
That's terrible. Yeah, let's see if there's more details about what happened with Tim. Okay, the 3 shots. Okay, that's the most updated post we have about this. And then, my gosh, what's happening with Matt Walsh? Oh my God, a guy showed up to Benny Johnson's house. And then Matt Walsh says, this guy made very graphic, violent threats against my children and my wife. I won't repeat or post them, though others have. We get a lot of threats, but this was different. It's getting bad out there. People are becoming unhinged. It will only get worse from here. Ugh.
yeah, I mean, I feel like we knew this was coming just from like Charlie Kirk and even I would say like Luigi Mangione. Like I feel like that was unfortunately probably inspired a lot of what's coming now.
Wow. I think this all stems from the fact that he's 5'7". I think we can trace it back to that.
I think there's a lot of physiognomy things going on there. But
So Benny posted, this man showed up at my home where my wife and children live. That's usually the case. He was ranting about me and went door to door in my neighborhood trying to find me, terrifying my neighbors. Well, I guess he found you. We believe he was armed and fled before the cops arrived. He then explicitly and publicly threatened the lives of Matt Walsh and his wife and kids. He showed up at Cat Turd's home. Who the hell? Who has time to like figure out where these people live?
Who is this
Ranting
guy?
and raving about me and Matt Walsh and Loomer. Thank you, FBI and DOJ, for investigating these threats, swiftly arresting stalker Andrew Ayer. He was clearly spiraling in a dangerous way. Whoa. Multiple ongoing gosh. That is very scary. What? Why do we... see, I was not expecting this. Like, Cherry, you said you're not shocked. Or maybe it was Sally who said this. Like, you saw this coming after the Charlie Kirk thing. I didn't expect a full-on
No, I don't know if they're
attack
connected.
on... I guess you would call them
I just know that people are
right-wing.
trying to say that they're connected.
Oops, am I muted? Cherry's frozen. Uh-oh.
Can you hear my audio?
Okay,
Sorry, I
Can
think my
anyone-
internet
can anyone
just
hear
went out
me?
for a second. Yes.
Can
I
you
can hear
guys,
you.
you guys can hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
now I can. Okay, what
Because we
you
were
saying,
both talking
Sally?
at the same time. No, I don't know if they're connected or not, but they're trying to say that they are connected. But I don't know because he's just been going after Candace Owens for her take on Charlie Kirk. And so has everyone else. Even Nick Fuentes is going after Candace, which I guess we could kind of see that coming.
Okay.
And people were trying to say the only reason why SimpCast was going after Candace is because now she is the #1 podcast globally, and now he's not, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
But that's kind
wow.
of what I'm hearing around the
What
block.
happened to Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still
Joe Rogan's in his own league.
Yeah, he'll be just fine.
I don't think this has anything to do with Candace. I think that's just such a weird, and again, unless it's like maybe somebody who's a fan of her. I mean, what? She's out here trying to expose Turning Point, and now she's going to go around and do like the same thing. That's just such a weird thing to even insinuate, in my opinion. I think that this is what happens when, tensions are high and you have people like Luigi Mangione. When people like that get the response that from
Heroes of the
the
left,
masses,
right? Yeah, like, oh,
where
I did
they're
a thing.
sexualizing him, they're idealizing him.
Oh yeah.
That's not a good sign. That's really bad, actually. Like, this person did something abhorrent, whether or not you agree with our healthcare system. Like, this happened, in Minnesota where I live too. Like, you don't just go and, unalive the person. That's not how this works. But people's reaction was just so like abhorrent that I feel like that has inspired people and will continue to inspire, psychopaths who see that and they see like the reaction that people like Luigi got, even with Charlie Kirk. And I mean, I don't even know that we really know what happened there, but still, like, I mean, the leftists, their reaction to that was like insane, disgusting. So I just think, I don't know, I think it might just be a sign of the times. This is the political climate that we're in. And part of the reason that I think it was so heavy with what happened to Charlie Kirk, obviously it's sad, it's a tragedy what happened to him, but also it's just such a sign of the times and like of what could come,
Of the temperature, and yeah, that sort of glorifying of taking out people like this.
And that's acceptable somehow.
Yeah. So I guess what's going on in the background here is like this, and I'm trying to get up to date on it now. Candace, I know Candace was speaking about, there was this plot, like she doesn't believe, I guess, the narrative that's out there about Charlie's death. Like, I think she thinks Turning Point was trying to take him out. And then there's also this sort of sub gossip that people think that she had a crush or was like madly in love with Charlie. I'm going to read this tweet. It was always going to end up here with Candace Owens going after Erica Kirk. For months, she spoke in coded terms without Erica mentioning her name, and then clutched her pearls when people accused her of attacking Erica or wrapping her up in conspiracy theories. To be clear, Erica is a public figure and as CEO of Turning Point, she is not immune to criticism or even tough attacks, but Candace spreading dangerous conspiracy theories, which in turn lead her devoted fans to become radicalized and take her conspiracies to the next level, is not criticizing Erica or holding her accountable. It's something much more dangerous. Let's watch this.
My toxic trait is that I want to know why rappers like The Game are asking more meaningful questions about the death of Charlie Kirk than his close.
Who wrote what?
Who wrote that? What you just read?
Oh, Yasher
Did you just read something?
Ali.
Okay. I was just curious. Go ahead.
I don't entirely know who he is.
Friends over at Turning Point USA because the game just dropped his song. It's Friday, and he asks the question explicitly, who killed Charlie Kirk? And on that same note, Blake Neff of Turning Point USA has now come out and said that it was Erica that directed them to have this live stream. And so now I want to know, like, did she sign off on that letter where, like, we are getting now referred to as Antifa because we won't stop asking questions about what happened on 9/10? Did she direct that, like, very insincere, he uses the word direct, insincere offer for me to come join them in a live stream? I need answers to all these questions. Plus, boys wearing maroon, too many of them on the day of 9/10. We're going to get into all that. Join us by hitting the link below.
What do we think, chat? Are we pro? Are we with Candace? Are we against Candace? Too many people wearing maroon. Why is that a thing?
I don't know what to make of Candace Owens anymore. I mean, I've been going off on her the last couple days. I've just been reaming on her.
I think what is the? I mean, what would be?
I think she's trying to insinuate that in the crowd, so many people from TPUSA on the day of were wearing maroon. And somehow that's significant. She doesn't know how it's significant,
yes,
but somehow that's significant. She's under the assumption that Tyre Boyer has been plotting to take out Charlie Kirk because they created separate companies that Charlie Kirk was not aware of.
You are part of
And so, so he created companies that Charlie Kirk wasn't aware of. Supposedly, $1 million was going to a parking lot in Arizona. And there happens to be a bunch of, it's like a strip mall. So it's like there's different buildings, whatnot. Someone could not figure out which one of those buildings was supposedly the address for this new kind of like shell company type thing. Anyway, so that's kind of like, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know what's true right now. There's a lot of stuff floating out there. I've been just watching and listening, but there's a lot of narrative going on in the background.
I agree with you. I don't know. I guess I just I don't like that she's just making herself an authority like on the subject. Like, I don't think any of us really know what happened. Do I necessarily think that the like official narrative makes sense? No, I don't really think that, but also I don't really think there's any evidence that I've seen, like truly compelling evidence that Israel was involved. I just can't really see that, or that Turning Point themselves were involved. For me, I think I was willing to like go there with Candace. I was willing to see through what she was investigating, but her backing out of this whole thing with TP USA is just, to me, it's like, okay, what are we doing here then? You know, like really what is going on here? Because I just, she's the one who said, pick a time and day, and now she can't do it. Like, okay, I just find that convenient.
She's blaming the UK now, though, right? So she's not blaming Israel. This has to do with Macron. And now Macron has an attempt on her life. And so it's because of Candace Owens that Charlie Kirk had an attempt on got killed because they wanted to destroy her for all of the calling Brigitte, whatever her name is, a boy.
Brigitte Macron.
Isn't she a man though? Did she submit vag pics ultimately?
That would solve it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to know, because I do think I could see that being true, but we need to know. So we need Brigitte Macron's nudes. Sorry.
It's really simple.
Can you question the events surrounding his death without like tarnishing his legacy, without like destroying a family? Because that's what upsets me, is like you have a grieving widow. It's something horrible and tragic happened for the whole world to see. These poor little kids have to grow up without a father now. I want people to remember his legacy. I want what he stood for to grow. But then on the other hand, like, yeah, of course, like everyone wants the truth. Like if if this
We
guy's really a
deserve
patsy,
justice. We deserve justice and we deserve to know the truth about what happened, but I do not think the way that Candace Owens is conducting herself is a sign of any sort of friend to Charlie Kirk. I don't think he would appreciate anything that at least the way that she's going about it. I don't think that's very friendly of her to be doing.
like being critical of Erica,
Well, just attacking the entire, I mean, that organization was his entire life, his mission, his goal, his everything. And she's just going right at it. And I don't disagree. I don't think Erica Kirk is immune from criticism because she put herself in the position to be criticized when she decided to step up and, lead Turning Point. But everything about the way Candace Owens is conducting herself, it just feels opportunistic to me personally. But
have you guys seen any of the videos from people who've attended the Turning Point USA events since Charlie Kirk's death? There's some out there.
No.
I'll clip them for you. I did put in the private chat a video of one of the last things that Charlie Kirk, one of his last speeches. It's quite interesting, but I did put it in your private chat.
Let me put it up. Yeah, I was just looking at that. Let's put it up.
this was at the event.
No, this was one of his last speeches.
Okay.
I don't know which one this was at, but this is. If
you're ever wondering why they had to be Charlie Kirk executed in public, this would be why. This is what they feared most. Yikes. Okay.
Because you are part of something bigger than yourself. You know that you are part of the most exciting, diverse, powerful movement in the history of this country. And this movement is not about Republican or Democrat. This movement is not about conservative or liberal. And I think you're going to see that on display in a little bit. Just maybe. This movement is about the citizens versus...
Wow, he's such a great speaker.
...the oligarchs. This movement is about we the people versus the ruling class. This movement is about America versus the globalists. This movement is about all of us against them.
I mean, he's hitting all the right points. Oh, now I'm
So
sad
that's
again.
why the ruling class don't want him here.
Because he could have been president.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, he would have been. Okay, so
That's
this is
her,
one girl who
fans.
went to a TPSA event. There was the first video, and I'm just put in her follow-up video as well.
Oh, I see. Okay. I've only been to one, and it was before all this stuff happened. It was in 23. It was December of 2023. Okay, this is...
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Her name on TikTok is Fueled by Faith, but this is the video. Oh, okay.
I worked for Turning Point and Charlie for 4 years. There are some things I wanted to touch on. Charlie. He was incredible at what he did because he was able to do it without having the distraction of the business. He delegated a lot. And there were some things that were definitely going on that I do not believe that he knew about. You've probably noticed there aren't a lot of Turning Point employees coming on the internet and talking about it. It's insane. The fear and just... There are so many of us who have so many stories and so many things to say, but they make you sign everything and anything under the sun. That is why I was so vague. A lot of people were talking about, well, just say what you have to say. Why are you talking like that? Because I can't. I cannot. They are not above suing someone for a video that gets whatever views on TikTok. I was not fired. That was another one that people said a lot. Oh, she had to have been fired. I left on very reasonable terms. After seeing what I saw and knowing what I knew, I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't be there in that environment with people who were just... Some people wanted proof that I worked there. I dropped the other two on the floor, but staff badges up the yin yang, and I can put some pictures if that does any justice, but I just want everybody to know who's on this side of TikTok, if you're going down a rabbit hole, just do yourself a favor and don't. There are so many amazing things in this world, and there is no need for you to spend the amount of time and energy that you are potentially spending on this, digging into these things that don't necessarily affect you. And I'm not saying that they affect me either. I've stayed so far out of this up until this point, and there is a reason for that. The anxiety and stress and depression that comes from just being in a world of such deception and lies and deceit, it will put a toll on you. I'm saying that after being in it for 4 years every single day. Just be vigilant, be safe, know when you're going in the right direction, and know when to stop. I hope you all are having an amazing day. I love you all so much, and I don't even know you. Anybody who wished me safety and protection, I'm praying for you as well. Focus on the Lord and his love. Spread love and light. Yeah. Bye.
Wow.
Today I worked.
What do you guys take away from that? To me, it sounds like, oh, maybe there was
Did you play the first video?
Yeah,
Did you play
there was
the first
another
one or the second one? Because there's two of them. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a follow-up video. So I think it's let's see which
Oh, I see there's a car video. Okay, let's play this car video. All right, everyone forget what you just heard.
Yeah, the car video is what you want to play first. Sorry, I should have told you that.
Listen to this one first. Okay, follow up from the young lady that worked for 4 years in donor relations at TPUSA. Before she was offered a full-time position, she was sent on a 10-day trip to interview in Israel. She didn't align with the company anymore, but said Charlie brought her to Christ and she would do anything for his memory because she is eternally grateful. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna make it like a thing every 2 years to post something that breaks the internet and then nobody knows who I am and then it just comes back again. My story. How I got involved with Turning Point, how I started working for them, how I ended up as a donor relations officer. 2021, I was a freshman at Louisiana State University, making my way on campus. Saw a table with conservative material on it. Brilliant. Went to a meeting, loved it. Went to a conference in Panama City Beach, Florida. That was the first time I saw Charlie Kirk live. Absolutely loved it. Knew I wanted to be involved. Went completely in. Ended up starting to work for them part-time on campus as a campus coordinator, which isn't even a thing anymore. Basically, me just signing up students, going out and tabling every week and getting students involved. Outside of that, I also got really heavily involved with state policy. I was working on bills, I was writing bills, testifying on bills, getting them passed, getting them killed. One of my testimonies ended up going viral. Turning Point picked it up and said, "We think you're great. Want to go to Israel?" Yeah, I want to go to Israel. So I packed up my stuff, went to Israel for 10 days in the summer of 22, applied for a full-time job, interviewed in Israel, got the job, came back, basically immediately started working as a high school field representative for Turning Point USA in the Bayou region. For about 2 years, I worked on that and did all kinds of stuff in between. I ran for state rep, did all kinds of other crazy stuff, and then ended up making the decision to leave. After leadership started doing all kinds of crazy stuff, I was not interested. Well, word got out that I would be leaving, and I got dragged right back in. Some wonderful people within the organization, and that was not sarcasm, by the way, they are incredible, decided that I would be a really good donor relations officer, working with donors, fundraising, building those relationships for Turning Point. Great. I packed up all of my stuff and moved to the other side of the country, left everybody and everything I knew in Louisiana, and I was left up to the people who I was referring to in the last video, in my first video. And I will not be naming names. I will not be getting into specifics. I will say as much as I can without putting myself, my family, my property in any sort of danger of anything. It was about a year of doing that and going through the motions of whatever it was that I was being put through in that position, and ended up leaving. I made amazing memories and amazing friends, but I would say there are some changes that I would have made
If anything, my faith grew 10 million times stronger from that situation. I got baptized this past February. I love the Lord more than anything. I was not a Christian when I got involved with Turning Point USA and am one of the strongest Christians you will probably ever meet now. What a journey it has been. And it all started with Charlie. I am
Aw.
eternally grateful for that man. I'll do anything and say anything that I can to let people know that he was amazing at what he did. But yeah, ultimately, be safe and give your life to the Lord. Bye.
She's not really saying.
That's not
very
the one
much.
where she talked about the event, though. You know, there's one where she talks about the event. Let me see if I can find the right one.
More videos.
Yeah, I saw a different one altogether where she was just
Yeah, it's on
talking
the same
about working
timeline. Let me
there.
go find it. Well, she was talking about an event that she attended recently.
Mm. The video I saw, she was insinuating like there was disturbing fraud or something like that going on, but again, it was pretty vague. So
I'm gonna play this video that you put in the chat of this other
Give me 3 minutes. I'll find
guy
it.
who was an employee. This other employee video. These are interesting to watch, right? Here's another statement from a former TPUSA employee that worked directly with Charlie. Hear what he has to say about the stock market investments, audits, and internal tensions behind the scenes. Oh. Don't love the facial hair, but let's hear him out.
My name is Joshua Peterson. I worked for Turning Point USA and Turning Point USA Faith, and I knew Charlie Kirk personally. I want to say on the record that there was a inner circle at Turning Point USA that was constantly working against Charlie and his interests and what he wanted to do, as well as there was a Jewish influence in Turning Point that he was not very fond of, that he wanted to get rid of. He tried doing this, he tried creating a Doge department, and he gets assassinated.
Whoa.
Another thing that makes me believe this inner circle was constantly working against Charlie was because of the fact that he had a whole entire branch of Turning Point that he had no idea about, and that was the stock market branch. Now, the thing about this branch is it's been getting millions of dollars poured into it over the past 4 years now, and that's been seen through their latest tax returns, which were also filed late, which was weird, but that's not a topic for another time. This stock market group that Turning Point has been throwing millions of dollars into the stock market for the past 4 years now, and Charlie Kirk had no knowledge of that whatsoever. Now, if you also look into it a little bit deeper, if you look at the staff on that branch specifically, it says zero. It says there's nobody employed in that branch, yet they're pouring $5 million into funds for employees.
What?
Make it make sense. That sounds like money laundering to me. It sounds like there's some pyramid scheme going on behind the scenes at Turning Point that Charlie did not know about originally, and I think that he was planning to expose that, and that's ultimately what got him killed.
Whoa. I was so distracted by like whatever kind of picture is like up in his flap here. I was like,
I noticed that too.
I was like, is this a nude printed out photo? All right. Well, this guy, I feel like, is saying a lot more than that last girl.
Did you see the second one? There's a second one follow up to that one. If you scroll down in that thread I sent you. And then I found a girl who I thought I sent you the first time, and that's the last one in your chat.
Let's watch her. This is her first video. Okay, so this is before the car video. Okay, this is her, right?
Yeah, I just double checked it.
So if you don't know, I'm the girl that made the video about TPUSA Faith and how my experience was awful and that I went there for faith-based politics and I got a lot of propaganda and a lot of hate and a lot of division.
I think this is a different
the pastor,
girl.
John Manchukwu.
It's a different girl.
That video is now going viral on Twitter and everyone has a lot to say about it. But not only that, but Miss Candace Owens actually reposted it. Thanks, Candace. Big fan. But guess who else saw it? The speaker, John Manchukwu. And also, I got quite an interesting message from the senior director of TPUSA Faith that I thought I should share with everyone. Like, there's no closed doors anymore. We're gonna talk about it. First, John Manchukwu's response. He told me that I was acting, That's great. Good to know that if someone comes on and gives you criticism for bringing hate and division in a faith-based room in a church, good to know that that's acting. Thanks for that. I'm also being called a leftist troll. The most ironic and funny thing that I've heard all year. I used to get bullied in school because of how conservative I was, so thanks. But now we'll get into the response of Lucas Miles, who is the senior director of TPUSA Faith, because honestly, I think this has a lot more depth than I originally thought. His response is way more detrimental to this whole situation than this guy. So in case you needed reasons to be pro-Israel, this is what the senior director of TPUSA Faith has to say about it. Pause to read it yourself. Basically, he's saying that we should let the Jews come to faith. He thinks that God wants the Jews to come to faith, so as Christians, we should just let Israel completely commit war crimes and starve the people in Gaza and bomb them, and yeah, because the Jews should come to faith, you know. Second, I think this one is actually more ridiculous than the first one, hard to believe. Here you go. I am also pro-Israel because if they fall, almost every important historical site for Christians will be destroyed by Islamists. So, yep, we're just going to let Israel bomb innocent people and kill them and commit basically a genocide, ethnic cleansing, you know, because we want our historical sites. Obviously. He then goes on to say, we work with 8,000 pastors. There isn't one sole TPUSA Faith view on this. I wish that were true. I wish I could believe that, but I was calling out John Manchukwu, and he's now calling me a leftist troll because I disagreed with what he said. So I find it hard to believe that you have other pastors in here that agree with me, because you guys clearly don't. And if I'm being called a leftist troll and many other...
Well, I mean, you would think if, let's say it was a planned murder, which I don't think it is yet. I haven't, like, gathered enough facts, but wouldn't they know that, you know, if he's gone, it's like everything's fractured, right? You have so many confused people, and then you have people that are like, I saw some sketchy stuff, or I think I saw some sketchy stuff, and then people start speaking out and making videos. It's like, wouldn't they account for this? Like, wouldn't they think, oh gosh, if he's gone, it's going to be so messy?
Or they think that they can regroup. What Charlie was trying to do was different than what everyone is. He didn't care about right or left. He wanted the insanity of everything to stop. He was bringing everyone together, and he recognized that there was something bigger, that he understood who the real enemy was. And it's not right or left. It's not black or white. It's the elites. And that's what he understood. And as he was getting older and was getting more experience globally and understanding politics more, he was starting to see it more. I'm not saying TPUSA had anything to do with that. I have no clue. All I know is they wanted this person gone. Why in Utah, that has the second lowest murder rate in the nation? Why Utah Valley University, which, I mean, they've gone completely woke. Why that? I mean, why in Utah?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of questions. A lot of things for me don't add up, but I'm not a detective. So I've been listening to everyone's point of views, everyone's side of it. And I personally believe that they wanted him gone. And I don't think that the person they have in custody is the one who did it. I just don't.
They meaning who's they?
I don't know who the they is. So that's the thing. I'm not saying I don't know the they. I don't know.
Someone, you're saying you think someone wanted him.
I'm not trying to be like Kanye. Who's they? No,
I
genuinely don't know.
If I knew who they were, I would say, but I don't.
Someone wanted him gone. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not this. Oh, Israel is. I'm not an Israel person because I think that I see the globalization completely different. They all of the deep state of all these countries work together for one world government. So to say it's Israel, I think is misleading people, and they're not focusing on the big picture. So with that said, I don't know who the they is in this situation. I just know that there's no way. I just don't think that it was this person coordinated all of this on his own. I just
know. Yeah,
I agree though. I don't like.
Some
I
random
don't.
schmuck on a roof. Like I don't know. Even though I've heard so many people say, "Oh, anybody with a little bit of training could have made that shot." I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know about like the official narrative, and the last I heard was that they had Tyler Robinson his attorney and like his side on a gag order. I don't know if that's still true, but it was at one point. That alone to me is very weird, very suspicious. You can't really make any kind of conclusion if you don't hear from the accused. That's my opinion. So
Yeah.
I there it's just all so up in the air. There's so many things that are so convoluted, and unfortunately things get convoluted when you're taking in millions of dollars from donors and all sorts of stuff like this. Like that's going to happen, so it could, so many different groups or people could have conspired, though I don't think it's out there either that some sort of deranged leftist would have done this. I just don't know if what happened is really like feasible, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I could see that too. I just don't think I've seen enough to draw any sort of like, real conclusion. So
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Sally on that. It's just there's just so much out there. I don't know yet.
The surveillance video from him turning himself in is gone. They don't have any
Yeah.
surveillance video
Right.
of that. No, I'm serious, dead serious. There's like, so if you're gonna have if he goes and turns himself in like they say he did, would you not want to make sure that that evidence was preserved?
Somebody back that up. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. It's gone.
And they don't
It's
want him
gone.
talking.
Nope.
They do not want him to talk. So that's weird,
Yeah. I'm gonna play.
It's
the rest
all
of this
weird.
Video.
The whole
I wonder
thing
if
is
she's-
weird.
I'm gonna see if she says anything else interesting.
Colorful things for that. It's just hard to believe. He's also coming to the defense of John Manchukuo on Twitter, but it's funny. He's not coming to the defense about what he said about Candace Owens or Israel. He's actually coming to the defense of him calling the left names like freak, idiot, loser. Here's your screenshot. So he's giving examples as to why that's okay, because Jesus did these things. Interesting. So you think it's okay to just go and call people's names and spread hate and division, instead of like saying, hey, the left is lost, we should share the gospel with them, we should be kind to them and show them like how Jesus would treat these people. It's actually okay to call them freaks, idiots, and losers. Got it. That's a pastor. That's a pastor. John Manchukuo has also commented on my videos, but all over Twitter, that he doesn't regret a thing that he said. Honestly, I wish people like this would give a good Christian example and show some humility and get on there and be like, you know what, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But they can't do it. If you're going to take anything from all of this, it's do your own research and don't trust people like this. If you're going to look for faith-based politics, open your Bible. Just read the Bible. Because at the end of the day, we can argue all we want, but really there's only one truth and it lies within those words. So if you want to find truth, just crack it open.
Okay, I agree with that last part. And then you sent this other video. Is this that same girl here? Let's see.
I couldn't tell if it was the same girl. There's a couple on this one that I listened to because their perspective was interesting. And shout out to Sarah Luna on X because this is where I got all of her stuff from.
Yeah, she's doing good work.
I went to a TPUSA faith event tonight.
Okay, this is the same girl.
And I want to talk about it. Thinking that I was going to enjoy myself and learn things because TPUSA is obviously a conservative faith-based foundation, or so I thought. I thought I was going to be informed about politics stemming like strictly from biblical principles, and that's not my experience. So right off the bat, the speaker comes up and like before he even gets into preaching or talking about politics, he begins by calling out Candace Owens and saying that she is evil and anti-Semitic and what she's doing is evil. I immediately wanted to leave. I didn't want to be there any longer listening to this nonsense because right off the bat I know that that's just not true. And the only reason I didn't leave is because on the way in I basically got like security checked like 5 times because there was armed men like standing everywhere in front of me. They were very suspicious of me. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I could understand if this is after the assassination, why there'd be more security in general.
Yeah, I'm wondering how big this event was.
Mm-hmm.
So an armed man on stage, like hand on his gun, like the security was everywhere. And I was like, I just don't want to deal with it. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it just didn't feel right. So I'm in this church and I'm listening to this TPUSA like speaker go on and on about Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and how they're evil and anti-Semitic. And he basically indirectly is saying we should support Israel because Jesus was a Jew and we wouldn't have Christianity without Judaism and blah blah blah. Obviously I disagree with that. What they're doing in Israel is evil and they're so corrupt, it's insane. And telling Christians that they should be supporting this evil doing because these people are Jewish, and if you don't, you're anti-Semitic, like, it's wrong. And also, I don't think Charlie Kirk would stand for that. We know as...
You know, like, I'm not an anti-Israel person, but what I am tired of hearing is, like, if you have any critique of Israel or Judaism at all, that means that you're thrown in the box with all the anti-Semitic people. That's kind of tiresome for me now.
Yeah, we should be able to ask questions. I separate Israel, the country, from the faith, right? Because they practice Judaism, just like we're not responsible as citizens for everything that our leaders do. And so I can't lump the citizens into that box either. So if I have criticisms of their leadership, how does that make me anti-Semitic? It just means I don't agree with what their leadership is doing globally. And I shouldn't be anti-Semitic for saying that.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you get called anti-Semitic for asking basic questions and all of that, it almost like it just proves the point. You know, it's a circular thing. And unfortunately, it just doesn't help their case when they keep doing this, but
nope.
Like the weeks before his passing, he was starting to call out Israel and question Israel. And Candace Owens was his best friend. Like, what? So then he goes on and he starts preaching. But the way he was preaching, it wasn't really preaching. He was just literally calling like the left names. He called the left idiots. He called them freaks. He called them it didn't feel right. And my thought process is, would Jesus be doing this? Is this biblical teaching? Like, you're calling people that we disagree with as Christians all these names in loser, idiot, freak. Really? Because last time I checked, Jesus ate with sinners. He ate with prostitutes. So you're spreading hate, literally. And that's not what God stands for. He's preaching to people whilst spreading hate. And these people are absorbing this information. These teenagers, these young people are absorbing this information, thinking that this is okay. This is a leader. This is someone we put on our stage teaching us this. This is the future generation of Christians. Do we really want to be more divided? Like, oh, we're just going to hate on the left because we disagree with them. We're not going to share the Bible with them. We're not going to, like, help them because we think that they're lost. We're just going to call them losers and freaks and make fun of them and laugh it off. It was quite disgusting, and I'm not pleased at all. So basically, I didn't learn a thing. He spent the entire time talking about liberals and how they're stupid and blah blah blah, and like how men shouldn't be in women's locker rooms and women's sports. And I'm thinking we have more important things to talk about as Christians in this nation than things that we see plastered all over online. Like, yeah, we all know. We know that men shouldn't be in women's sports. We know that they shouldn't be in women's bathrooms. That's not the most important topic, okay?
While that was playing, I was watching this video, which is not on topic, but I think is very important. This is a little boy who he's trending right now because he's carrying a chicken like a teddy bear.
A real chicken?
Oh yeah. Get ready for this.
What have you got? A baby.
A baby.
Oh. My chin. You're so icky.
He's just holding a chicken.
Hershey. No.
What's her name?
Kiki. She has blue eyes.
Oh. This is the cutest boy.
You're so beautiful.
Oh my god, the way he's
Where did this
kisses the chicken.
Where did the chicken come from?
They have a barn.
Okay.
She lives in the barn.
She lives in the barn. How did he get her?
She wants you. Yeah.
she's so chill.
She's peeping.
Chicks don't snow.
No.
Yes, they does.
They do?
She's warm and cozy.
She's warm and cozy.
See the Christmas tree.
She's gonna show
She's
the chicken
just chilling.
the Christmas tree.
To see the Christmas tree.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh.
I love this house.
Oh, yeah.
I would live there.
Oh.
I can't believe how like chill this chicken is. He's just
Anyway,
That's cute.
that's more important than Candace Owens and TPUSA. Oh, is she cute? No,
cute.
I want chickens now.
I didn't know they were so like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like able.
They're
to be
not
picked
usually.
up.
They're
That's
not
what
normally.
I thought. Yeah.
Pick upable. Wow. So I don't know. Yeah, people are also saying that like Candace had a insane crush on him, and she's upset that he chose Erica over her, and that they were so close, like inappropriately close. And
I'm not buying that.
is that really helpful?
I'm not buying that narrative. I haven't seen anything. I'll be honest. I watch Tucker Carlson still. I still watch Candace Owens because I want to hear all sides of everything. Yeah. And I haven't seen that from her. I think that she has a lot of questions. Do I think she's going about it the right way? No, it's not how I would handle it. But she's also a performer, it looks like. So she's getting the attention that she wants. I just see everything as we're in an information war, which means that every single person is going to be bringing truth to the table. And there's going to be lies mixed in with that truth. And it's going to be up to people to go and do their own research and say, hey, you know what? That's not true. That's a bunch of BS. Now, her questioning TPUSA, I don't know. I kind of have my questions.
Yeah, I think it's okay to question them for sure. Honest to God, I do. I think she's a narcissist, and I don't think that she was maybe like in love with Charlie Kirk. Maybe, I don't know. I also don't buy this like, oh, they were best friends. Blah blah blah. I don't know about that. I mean, they weren't really seen together. It doesn't seem like they really spoke much after. I don't know.
They didn't smoke together.
2018. Yeah.
I know. Do some people like to sort of glamorize their relationship with somebody after they die? I don't know. I've never.
I just think she's opportunistic.
I don't even compare it to. There was a guy who died in college. He was a football player, and I was like, oh my God, I think I was the last one he hooked up with before he died. And that's probably the closest I came to like, oh, I kind of, but I'm like, I don't really. Now I can't remember his name. So
That's so funny.
He didn't have that much of an impact, clearly. I don't know. Like, yeah, I can't understand. Like, if you are genuinely tight with somebody, wouldn't you be tight with their wife? Wouldn't you be tight with all of their best friends? So,
Yeah, and I think people looking at Erica Kirk, I think that's valid. I mean, again, she decided to take this role, and some of the stuff that's come out about her background is interesting. I could have seen maybe it's like a politically arranged marriage, something like that. We don't really know, but I think that's not, an unfair thing to maybe think could be. And so I think maybe Candace knows stuff about that we wouldn't be privy to, that maybe she doesn't want to just like come out and say, obviously, but perhaps that's why she's on this thing here. And yeah, I mean, I think they were close at first, but I don't think any of us really like would have thought of those two as some sort of like pairing, like these best friends, really, until she kind of made it that way. She kind of created a narrative about it that way, like when all of this happened. So I don't know. I just feel like it's like, okay, like, it's time to go to the event. You said you would do it. Let's see, like, do it for all of us. You've been dragging us along with you through this investigation. It's time to, get to the truth if that's really what you're about. So I'm a little frustrated with her by that, because I agree. Like, I still
Make
do,
it work.
you know,
Yeah.
I'll tune in here and there some of her stuff. Same with Tucker. But it just feels like, I don't know, I'm just very frustrated with her. I just wish she would, put her
But
money
would
where
you
her mouth
though?
is.
If she really, because we don't know if she really got death threats, right? She says she has. She says she has evidence of it. They're saying no one's taking it seriously. So assuming that it's true, would you go to an event that that has an exact date and time where you're going to have to travel to and from the facility? Would you go drive there and do it in person? And I understand that TPUSA is in control of the event, right? So they could just like live stream right now. They could bring her in from remote location, or they could do it a different day on a live stream where everything's out there. There's no editing.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't pre-record it because they want the chat, right? Like they want it to be live.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's fair. I just think then she should have gone about it a different way.
Yeah.
Because she was, she was so like, you name the time, you name the place, I'll be there. It's like, well, when you give out that energy, I can see why they responded in that way and asked her to come in person. But I don't know. I just don't know what to think about her lately. I used to love Candace, but I don't know. I just feel like the last few months I've just been like, I don't know what to make of this.
Turned it up a notch since leaving the Daily Wire for sure. Because I'm still a Daily Wire subscriber.
Are you?
I have like really no time. Like I subscribe to The Blaze still and Daily Wire and like Epic Times, like all these subscriptions. I don't have time to even read. Like I have no time.
Yeah.
The baby takes all of your time. And like all I can do is maybe I'll listen to like the Morning Wire on Daily Wire. It's like a 10-minute, here's the news. And I'm like, oh good, I did something today. Probably don't need to pay whatever I'm paying for that. But
young kids, this is the toughest age.
But it's like, yeah, it really does. Just all the time you have for yourself is just gone. Poof.
Yep.
And you're happy to just shower a couple times a week.
Right. But at the same time, it's like the greatest
this
joy. I would never change it.
Bringing chickens into the house. That's what I want. I'm like, go out there, get a chicken, Frankie. Get a
You just reminded me of the time that my son, with the only time I'd left my kids with the babysitter overnight. So it was like, he was like 1.5 years old, almost 2. And the babysitter, I've had her before, always been really good. But apparently she stayed up really late, had a girlfriend come over. And well, my son had learned how to undo the deadbolt. I hadn't had time to put the chain up tight.
How old is he?
He's like, he's got to be 18 months, almost 2.
Oh,
so what he does, his grandma's like 3 houses down, but the street is like 45 miles an hour. Well, what he does is he puts his little cowboy boots over his pajamas, has a sippy cup under his arm, undoes the deadbolt, and was walking down the street. Yep.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe 2, right? It's right in that range. And I bet I got a picture of him with the way he looks at this. But yeah, walking down to grandma's house, some car recognized this, my son walking down the street with a sippy cup, picked him up, and then was like, thankfully brought him to his grandma's house, but it could have been anyone. But it's just like that age of like just adventure. Just, I'm going to go to grandma's. I'll put my boots on. Grandma will have milk.
I now have to get him cowboy boots. That's what I have to do now.
They're you have to.
I got him little hiking
That is too
boots,
cute.
but not cowboy
I should just
boots.
mail you. I should mail you my sons because your son's going to outgrow them so fast. And they're just so cute.
He is crazy smart. Like he knows how to open he has no qualms about opening the doors, and like he'll open the door to the basement and he'll always announce, like he'll be like, he'll like yell, like he'll let everybody know, like, I want to go down the stairs. I want to do this. Like I'm giving somebody 30 seconds to come here and deal with it before I start to go down by myself. Like it's really cute. He likes to turn on and off the lights. He likes to push buttons. Like he's helping me with the laundry now. Like I'll be like, here, put this in the dryer, and he can push the buttons.
So curious.
So I'm just going to train him to do all the chores.
There you
Start
go.
them young. Start your kid young on chores, like simple chores, like garbage can, like little things. You'll never regret it.
Yeah, I'm always like, give this to someone. Like he's very good at moving objects around, putting things. In
That's cute.
It's so cute. Okay, I'm reading you chat. I'm looking at the chat. You guys
Now
have
you're
some
making me find this feel good
some
story.
spicy takes. A lot of you don't think Charlie Kirk is dead. Some of you think that Erica is not even really his wife, that she was not really grieving, that she didn't cry at his funeral. You guys. Her grief, they said, seemed like bad acting. Yeah, you can't, I don't know. There's no roadmap for grief. I mean, like, I did stand up the day my mom died, and I had and then it's weird, and I had was weirdly numb when my mom died, but then was hysterical when I found out my dad died. So,
yeah,
it's all over the place.
I've never
It's different when your second parent
anybody.
dies.
Oh yeah, because then now they're both gone, and you're like, oh, great. You do.
I know when my dad died, I was sad, but I wasn't devastated. But when my mom died, I was devastated.
It's weird. Like,
Yeah.
I was closer to my mom, but she went first. But then, like, my dad's was murdered, so that's
Really?
Yeah, that's
Wow, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a whole other. I've talked about it here and there, but I just don't like. It's not really resolved, so I don't bring it up that much. So
I hope they find him eventually.
yeah, it's really like fractured our whole family, but
I
whatever.
would imagine. Yeah.
So sad. I still remember that because I thought something had because I knew you were pregnant. And when you didn't show up to your vet, I'm like, someone please tell me that everything's okay with the baby. Like I was just, I had no idea. And I was so sad.
And it was right when we started telling people we were pregnant. It was like, that was the last phone call I had with him, was to tell him that I was pregnant and that we were.
That's
it was a
sweet
boy.
though.
But then I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't tell him we were going to like name him Frank. So
He knows. He knows. He's watching.
He knows.
I did put a feel good movie or video at the bottom of your private chat.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw the influencer from Australia that raised over $1 million for this 88-year-old to retire.
Oh
Is this the guy
yes.
that's involved with the Katy Perry drama.
No, I think it's completely. I don't,
This is something
know.
else.
All I know is
Oh wow! A social media influencer raised $1.7 million so 88-year-old Ed Bombas could retire. He lost his wife, and 10 years ago, his boss cut his pension, so he had to return to work. Oh no! Is there more context to this, Sally?
I think the more context is this Australian influencer saw someone had left a message in his chat in one of his videos on TikTok, and so he went out and raised money for this elderly man. So he was retired. His wife dies 10 years ago. His boss took away his pension. So he was still working at 88 years of age. So he went and raised money so that this guy could retire.
Yeah.
And he's
I
just
saw this
presenting him
one.
with a
Yeah,
check.
that's great.
So what does he think he's walking in on?
I don't think he has a
You
clue.
can just focus on me. There's a lot of support for you here, man.
Is this his house?
So sweet.
Say that your wife is looking over your shoulder. I know you've been visiting her a lot, asking about that, and you still have that $400 in my pocket you gave me. With everyone supporting the room, I want to reveal that this is one of the largest individual fundraisers in GoFundMe history. And yeah, if you want, you will be able to retire. Because we've raised you $1.77 million.
Oh, sweetheart.
This guy starts crying.
Do we know what he did for work?
I don't know. It almost looks like did he just work at this almost looks like a hotel or a lobby. I wonder if he worked there. Oh.
I can't remember.
It was just made me feel good.
I wish I could hear what he was saying.
I know. I should have put closed caption to
I
it.
know, but it's completely real, so we're going to sort out, the best way to get this to you. GoFundMe.
He's like, how am I going to fit this check in the ATM? My online banking.
What does that mean to you?
So I think it's the Minnesota or Michigan.
It was Michigan.
Oh.
It's something that names of a trust.
He's like, I'm not gonna let go of your hand.
Oh, God, get a boat.
So nice. It makes me overlook the Australian accent. Crikey.
Well, everybody that came to visit today,
Look at him
as
crying.
I was leaving right away, they want to see me around a little bit longer. And I don't
really
know how I can thank a tenth of these people without handshakes and.
What
He
if
looks
he's
great
like
for 88.
88? Wow.
Yeah, he's 80.
Like-
No one should be working at 88.
Congratulations. No. What if he's like, I actually liked that job. Oh well.
I don't think so. I think that he had to go back to work. Someone left him a message in his chat and said that this man's like had to go back to work because they took his pension. And so, 88. So that means he went back to work at 78 years of age.
Oh, so
had to go
he's
back
been
to work.
working the last 10 years.
Yep.
Holy cow. That's a great story.
It made me, it made me all emotional.
What even job can you do at 88?
You can work at Walmart, door greeter. You can.
I think he was working at Walmart. There's an original video where the Australian guy meets this elderly guy in the Walmart that he's working at. That's where this whole thing started. And he's telling the story about his wife and everything. And so, yeah, I think he was at a Walmart.
That's really sweet. Real SB for 2. 3 women is a witch's coven. Coven?
Oh, coven.
Oh.
How dare you? We're women of faith. You're bad. Viking for 2. Which of you gals wants to drop an N at Cinnabon? What do you mean? Do you mean an N bomb?
Did you see that video?
No.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we can play it on here.
What
Hold
happens?
on.
Is it like a video of it's like a black
She's
fatigue
calling
video?
some Somalians the N-word.
Oh, that lady that got fired from the coffee shop.
She was working at a Cinnabon, and I'll see if I can find it. I think it's censored, but
I don't think I reposted that one. I did see that one though.
Okay, let's see. While we're looking for that, we covered the chicken video.
Have you been following any of the J6 pipe bomber stuff, Chrissy?
That they found out. No, that actually, what did I last hear? That I guess it was sitting on the desk of the Biden administration. They did nothing for 4 years, and that the FBI just finally went through everything and they arrested the pipe bomber pretty recently.
Yeah, but did you see any of the stuff from Steve Baker? Did you know Steve Baker and his story before during January 6th? He was a reporter with the Blaze, and he was arrested. He was doing nothing but just documenting as a reporter, didn't go anywhere illegal. When they arrested him, they shackled him at his waist, full on shackles, right?
Whoa.
So he was treated like garbage. So he's still a reporter, but he has been deep diving ever since, trying to figure out he actually originally was looking at footage from January 6th to see if there was possibly any agitation weapons used from the government, because they do have those to cause crowds to get agitated to act a certain way. Mm-hmm. So he was going through the less than lethal force footage where they were shooting rubber bullets and canisters.
Paintballs? Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be funner. But so anyway, he was going through that footage and he noticed that one of the security guards was intentionally aiming at people's faces. And she is the one who trains in less than lethal force. And there's places where you're not supposed to shoot because it can be deadly if you do that, right? And so it was she was intentionally trying to incite violence in the crowd. So they noticed her and they noticed her gait. And they're like, why is she walking with a limp? She's about 5'7". So they started looking into who she was, and they had someone who did gait analysis. So then they went through all of the footage from all of the security guards from the
Wow.
Capitol Police and looked at the gait analysis, and it matched this woman. And what is her name? Shawnee. I remember her last, but it matched the gait. So this was 2 weeks ago. The Blaze put out this story from Steve Baker. Kyle Serafin's been talking about it, and her apartment, the place where Kyle Seraphin just happened to be stationed with the FBI, was next door. So there's a apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
And he just happened to be next door. So they're saying that Shawnee was actually the J6 pipe bomber. But 6 months after J6, she just got a new job with the CIA, a lateral move. So now 2 weeks later, then they say, oh, we've got this pipe bomber. He's this autistic living in his grandma's basement or his mom's basement who bought all the supplies in 2019. Mind you, the election was at the end of 2020. January 6th was in 2021. But and he didn't buy anything at the exact same time. Everything was bought separately up until May of 2020. So we're all locked down during COVID. You're doing repairs, you're doing this, you're doing that. But he's a pipe bomber. And they were able to track him with his geolocation, meaning his cell phone. So they tracked every J6er with their credit cards. They even traced cash payments for things. Don't ask me how. So all the things that they tracked down all the J6ers is how they supposedly caught this kid.
Wow.
But they did that within 7 days. It took them 5 years to find this.
Whoa.
Yeah, what is going on there? That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep hearing people talk about it. I haven't really looked into it yet. So that was actually really helpful.
I was going to do a live stream about it tonight. And then Chrissy's like, do you want to come on? I'm like, sure, I'll come on. So I've got like all these notes and all these articles from like Amy's
content. Yeah.
No, I need to get back to live streaming. I've been so bad.
You know what I do have strong feelings about is the beige underwear controversy, which has been trending for the strongly the last 2 weeks. This is from December 1st. Why even just owning a beige bra makes you less attractive. Nobody believes beige lingerie is sexy, but most women do believe wearing a beige bra once in a while is harmless. In this thread, I'll explain why they're wrong. The only correct number of beige bras to own is 0. And I think this piggybacks off of another it was a thread that like a guy was saying like, tell your wife or girlfriend to I think it was tell your girlfriend to get rid of all of their beige underwear. If they do it, then they're like marriage material or like a keeper. And if they don't do it, that means they don't care about your preferences.
Sometimes it's necessary.
It was fascinating.
Sometimes you are wearing like a top or something and you need beige.
Yeah.
What? Why is this even a thing? I'm so confused.
Just don't wear a bra. It's so solvable.
Beige underwear.
I generally agree that beige on someone of like my skin tone doesn't maybe look the best, but sometimes, you're wearing a certain type of top and you need a beige bra. Like, I cannot. Who came up with this theory? Like, this sounds like some sort of red pill, something or the other.
All right,
controversy for controversy's sake.
I think so. I was like, I own a fuck ton of beige, but it's because you can't see it under clothes. And
exactly.
It's like,
this is a guy that came up with this. I guarantee it.
Exactly.
Let's count the many reasons why beige lingerie is a bad idea. And yes, this is obviously a man. If you don't want to call all women's underwear lingerie, this does apply to plainer bras and panties, everything. Number 1, beige is a boring color. Everyone knows this. Beige is soothing and unexciting. That's why it's for walls. It makes the room feel restful, but it's the opposite pole of sexy. This looks like a cozy. Well, I don't like the couch, but
not my vibe, but nice house.
It's beige. Flesh colored lingerie makes you look like a burn victim. This is the single most important reason not to wear beige lingerie. If it's too close to your skin tone, it's not distinct from your skin. What? No. It's not actually invisible. Most women are suffering from a delusion that beige lingerie is invisible. It's not. Actually, it is.
What?
There's no such thing as an invisible. Okay, and then you get a picture of
It
a
looks
woman
like she's
with
a
huge
ledge.
boobs and an ill-fitting bra.
What the heck is that?
I don't know what that is. That's too much.
This is just so man coded.
It is.
It is
man
a
coded.
man.
I'm not going to show too many actual beige bras in this thread because I don't want to offend people who are sensitive to ugly imagery.
Rage bait.
Flesh-colored straps aren't just bad on a fashion level. They're bad because they promise boredom. Mystery and subtle hints that promise excitement are an important part of the feminine appeal. Promising boredom is instead a serious mistake. Look, much better in white than beige. Okay, not every woman every day is dressing for a man's excitement. Sometimes you have to go to work. Sometimes you have to take care of your kids, etc. Okay, that's hideous. Why can't you just wear this red bra under a white shirt? Because if it gets wet, well.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the new trend? Is women underneath their breast implants are putting like these like LED lights to make them glow.
What?
What?
Yeah, I saw it on a thread. I didn't repost it.
Why? Just
exactly.
why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this guy, like,
he's just being a perv. He's like, this
he's
is what I
thinking
think
about
is hot.
this way too much.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And these are
No,
all like
he's-
AI photos. Like,
He's not thinking about like, yeah, none of these women are going to work. He's just like, oh, what do I personally find hot?
Does he not realize that women have their everyday attire and then their sexy attire?
like, duh.
Yeah. Like, oh, this woman has small boobs and is not wearing a bra. And again, she's not going to show up braless with her nips to her job.
Unless she works from home.
Yeah, true. This person is in feathers. Oh my god. Oh, okay, finally. Here was the original thread. My beige lingerie test helps men decide if a woman is worth taking seriously for marriage or long-term relationship. Girls went mental over this super easy test. Why? Because most of them are wearing ugly lingerie. Okay,
You
here
gotta
it is.
be kidding me.
The beige lingerie test. Okay, here, I'm glad I found this. Want to know whether your girlfriend or wife is aggressively indifferent? Tell her you've always found nude lingerie unattractive and you'd appreciate it if she'd stop wearing it entirely. For the purposes of this test, it doesn't matter if you actually care. She'll immediately explain that she wears it because it's invisible under clothes. You should then point out that one of the colors in the pink, mauve, red range usually is too, and you'd be happy to help her test every possible alternative and determine the best one. But if you really find nude to be a turnoff, no matter the occasion, it's important to make your distaste clear without being pushy or giving her an order of any kind. Once she knows how you feel, observe how she reacts over the following weeks. If she changes nothing or hardly anything in her dressing habits, she qualifies as aggressively indifferent to your tastes. Sorry.
What if you like beige?
Hold
What
on.
if some guy out there likes it?
There's also I don't think I'm the only one here, but there are days where my husband didn't know what color underwear I wore that day.
Of course.
And won't
We're
ever
living
know.
real life here. Okay.
Yeah.
Not every day is like a fantasy land. I mean, come on.
And again, like, okay, I'm not gonna wear yes, first of all, this is so cheap. This is really cheap, shitty underwear here. This is
Yeah, it looks like it's like Temu or something.
yeah, it is. It's giving so much Temu.
Probably get like breast cancer from wearing it. All these crap they put in there.
This guy is like, he's like, why can't women wear fun underwear all the time? It's like for the same reason, like, are you gonna wear like your best shoes and your best shirt like when you have to take out the trash, when you have to work, when you have to get dirty, like do the dishes, like make food, like you're gonna get messy.
Why don't you wear a tux 24/7?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess. Right. I'm with you, Steph. I would be happy to wear whatever he buys me.
that's fair.
That would be
Amen.
the response. Like, hey, here's my size. You can get me something you want to see me in. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess if Frank really said like I don't like beige, I would just wear it on days that
Exactly.
I knew that we were.
Yeah, but a real man's not going to care. I mean, a real man understands the difference between sexy time and out in public where you're going to be a little bit more not risque.
Yeah. A real man wouldn't want you being risque in public like that, you know? That's crazy.
Yeah, is it the equivalent to saying to your husband like, "Hey, can you throw out all your underwear with holes in it?"
Yeah.
Not because I just remember my dad had a lot of underwear with holes in it. Like he would wear underwear till it was like falling off of him.
That's
because they're comfy.
That's my husband. He won't
Just
throw
buy him
anything away till it's falling apart, and even then he'll keep
Wow.
it.
Ugh.
All women buy your men pouch underwear. They will love you forever, and you'll get so many.
Pouch underwear?
Yes, I bought some for my son one year for Christmas because I'm like, oh, there's a cool thing. There's an advertisement for it, and I gave them to him early for Christmas because I'm not gonna give it to him for Christmas because that's weird. And he was like, "Mom, where did you find these? These are the best underwear in the entire world, especially if they're
Wow.
active or athletic, because there's one for the Frank and one for the berries, and so it just keeps everything out of
So
the
it's
way.
like a push-up bra for your junk.
Yeah, but just keeps everything like separated so
Contained.
they're not sticking to their legs or whatnot.
Gotta
So then I
keep
bought
them
some for my
separated.
guy and he loves them. So
Wow. You should be sponsored by these people.
Yeah, you're
Sure,
convincing
why not?
me.
But
Guys
buy
in
them
the
for
chat,
Christmas.
do you need your D and your balls separated? Okay. Let me know. If you want pouch underwear. Okay, so here is the grading for the test. These are the options, right? So A,
Okay.
she throws out all or most of her beige lingerie and never wears it again. B, mostly stops wearing beige lingerie but still keeps it around. What are you going to go rooting through her underwear drawer to see what kind of underwear is there? That's so strange. C, starts avoiding beige lingerie on special occasions and weekends but still wears it regularly. D, avoids beige lingerie for a few days, then reverts to the norm. E, makes no changes to her lingerie habits. I don't know. But let's say you do have a lot of beige lingerie. Well, it's like, okay, what are you going to drop a couple $100 to redo your underwear drawer?
And like what? Throw away money basically on stuff you already bought? Throwing it in the trash? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, could you replace beige with black as kind of an all-purpose workhorse type underwear? I guess you could, but
The underwear, no, even then, like there's just times when you need something like Rachel Zegler. She
Yeah.
needed beige underwear. You're telling
Yeah.
me red would look good under there? Black?
exactly. It's like
No.
I guess if I would care about a preference, but like, yeah. I mean, once you get to a certain point in a relationship, you shouldn't be doing these stupid like tests.
For like, yeah, no kidding. I mean, I'm married, so if my husband ever pulled this, it's like, obviously, like if you have a preference, I'm happy to oblige, but we are also human beings here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That bothers me for some reason. Freeman for 5. And what's up with Australians pronouncing the letter H as hate? I don't know. They're weird.
Yeah, they do that.
They're just weirdos. Russell Hall for 2. Personally, I'm against underwear of any kind. All right, Russell. That's just not. Again, you're having a
Not
sweaty
practical.
day. You're getting a lot done.
Never wear underwear. The only time I wear underwear is if I'm wearing a short skirt. Only time.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that
here's-
stuff needs to breathe down there.
Okay, but I guess that's the thing. If you don't wear underwear, then you just have to wash more of your pants.
So
Right?
you wash them every time you use them, just like you do your underwear.
Some people don't wash their jeans every time they wear them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some people
But
don't
I'm
wash their
weird.
like leggings every time they wear them. But if you don't wear underwear, then you definitely have to.
Well,
I have to change my underwear like 3 times a day or I feel like weird. I don't know.
You just gotta breathe down
sometimes-
there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a juicy day and you have to change it up. Wow. Especially when you're pregnant. My God, you really have to change it.
I'm
Well,
sure.
if I was pregnant, I probably would wear underwear, but I'm just saying, like, I can't even, even when I wear a skirt, I'm like, do I want to wear a skirt? Because then I have to wear underwear. Like, it's a whole ordeal.
I don't know, like the feeling of jeans on there. I don't know.
I tell you that once you go without it, it's nearly impossible to go back. I'm just telling, it's like,
All right, Sally, I'm going to try this theory. I'm going to try it for 1 week.
yeah, I'm just telling you, once you go
Really,
without it
none?
and then you put it on,
Okay.
yeah, like serious.
I know many women who don't like them, so
I just like, because I was a personal trainer, so I'd wear Spanx all the time. I didn't like the lines, didn't like my underwear sticking out if I bent down it, because I'm at a gym, so I just like didn't wear it. And when I went back to wearing it, because I had something where I had to wear it, and I was like, this sucks. I don't know who invented women's underwear, but they're the most uncomfortable thing in the
Even
world.
on your time of the month, you're not wearing it?
I don't have that. I'm old.
Okay.
I had an ablation done. And when I did have my time of the month, I did wear underwear that were like men's like style boxer brief for women. But I also didn't use tampons because they're toxic and they cause you to bleed longer.
Yeah, not a fan of tampons
So you were just
either.
you were just going in your shorts.
Well, I had a pad.
Okay.
No, I didn't just like, no.
We have a free blading situation here.
No,
Frenchy are we?
no, but I had ablation done because I wasn't having kids and I was done with having, my periods were bad, very bad for a long time. So, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm
But yes, I would. There's exceptions to that. You need that extra little, extra protection there just in case.
Oh, gross. You don't
I
have
just
to
need-
clean your clam. That's what men's mouths are. Oh, this is supposed to be a family show. Game Mags for 20. In keeping with Cherry Perez's prediction that Nick Fuentes is on the rise in the GOP, he's been on Steven Crowder and next week Piers Morgan. In Cherry's view, could he be on Joe Rogan someday? Chrissie Mayr, dare he dream?
I think it's gonna happen. I'm a big fan of Nick Fuentes, but I think it's imminent.
I think whether you agree with him or not, you as an interviewer should be interested to speak to anybody who has the profile and the popularity that someone like Nick has.
Totally. Yeah, Chrissy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Nick, if you're watching.
But why are so many people? That's my whole point. If you're a journalist and you interview people, you should be impartial and you should let anyone on.
Right.
And it's them trying to cancel Tucker Carlson over having him on. It was like, are you kidding me?
That's
It's so dumb. As though Nick isn't already massive.
But we
Like
live in an
Tucker,
age
you know what I mean? It's
where
just so
platforming
stupid.
somebody means that you sign off on every single one of their views, which is so stupid, which is literally the opposite of journalism.
And I feel like, honestly, Joe Rogan and Nick Fuentes would be a really good conversation. I think Joe's style would be real. People want to see that. I mean, I think it'd go over very interestingly. So,
And I think he
I'm
would
sure
be
it will happen
critical
though.
of him and would call him out on stuff.
Yeah.
And I think watching Joe interview him would be like, oh, this is the everyman's take on Nick.
Exactly.
I want to know the last time that Nick said anything that was anti-Semitic, because I do know that he called out Ben Shapiro clear back when he was 18 years of age, and now he's 25. So when he was 18 years of age, and he was calling him out for his dual citizenship or something like that. This is how it all started.
Mhm.
And so I want to know if he has said things that are blatantly anti-Semitic, or has he just been America only policies
Okay.
and wanting to put America first? Because I think that a lot of the young men resonate with his messaging, which is they want America only. Take care of our citizens first. No dual citizenship. And I don't, so I want to know when, because I haven't gone back and listened to any of his old stuff to see if he's actually anti-Semitic or if it's just, he's just America only, which makes him anti-Semitic.
All right,
Well,
chat, do we think Nick is anti-Semitic or not?
I would say that he's not afraid to shy away from talk. See, Nick's thing is like, it's more than just Zionists. It's more than just like Israel. It's that we have a lot of Jews in power here. And his view is that this is a Christian country. We should have a primarily Christian people in power, not Jews, which I agree with personally. But I do think he, maybe in the last year, he's changed his tune and his tone a lot. I think he's trying to appeal to more people than kind of that niche, thing, especially as this issue has really blown up. So I also, it's like to some extent, you have to give him grace. I mean, he was 18. He was really young doing all this. Think of all the dumb things we would have said, So I think he's finally kind of coming into his own.
Okay, he's still.
Yeah, I think he's like, 20, 25, 26. So I think you gotta in my opinion, I think where he's at now is more fair to judge because you just don't know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing till I was 26. I was homeless drug addict. So the point being, I think I could see people, I can understand people who may say he's anti-Semitic. I don't think he is personally, but yeah.
Well, that's all I get it when I go into X Spaces. I'll like, oh, I'm not listening to him. He's a Jew hating, da da da. I'm like, is he though? Because I've listened to the full context of interviews, and they're like, why would you listen to him? I'm like, because I want to know the context in which he says things so I can form my own conclusion. But I do know the young men are listening to him, especially since Charlie's gone.
It's
and their ideologies are very similar, except for Charlie Kirk was all about going out and getting married, have a family.
Yeah.
Whereas Nick Fuentes is put off having a family, make money, and become part of the government. Make a difference through your influence with money.
Which sounds more red pill.
Yeah, he's definitely more red pill, but yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that's more of the distinction between the two. But there are so many influences out there promoting the marriage thing that I don't know. I think it's okay to have one that isn't, but I mean, I'm married. I obviously disagree with that, but
I'm pro get married as soon as you can, have babies, be like, oh, I need to have all this money. No, you're going to figure out, you're going to figure out how to take care of your kids. I will never regret having my kids young. Where I had
my husband and I always say
biggest
mistake we made was just not getting married earlier.
Might as well. You're growing a life together. You're going to grow together or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I agree with that too. Because if you're now looking back, me and my husband, we were solid and good and knew each other well, going into year 2, 3, even. So, but then the pandemic really bonded us, and I think we had to go through everything we went through to get to where we're at. So, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, I understand why the younger generations are not happy with the women, but I think what gets lost in translation is people don't understand that the men are trifling out there too. These young men they're not exactly, in my opinion, acting correct either. So we can talk about how modern women are, maybe have fallen victim to feminism and all these things, but I don't like the refusal to acknowledge that young men are also partaking in some bad behaviors and things like that as well. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I'm a girl, but
I think I'm biased because I go out in the real world and I see people meet in the real world. It's if you're trying to, and maybe it's because I live in Utah and I live where I live, that people meet up, they get married young and they have kids.
What are you waiting for also?
Yeah. So to me, this whole online culture, I just feel I don't know. I always told my kids, do not date on these apps. Do not try to find someone on these apps. Yes. You're never going to be happy. And I just, since they were, my nose is itchy. But since they were little, I taught them that. And so neither one of my kids have tried to find someone on dating apps.
Yeah.
And also this sense of don't endlessly scroll, don't endlessly swipe. like
There's
find
always
somebody
something better.
good. Like there's no perfect person. Find somebody really good with your same values, and that's like you can work with that.
Absolutely. You learn and grow to love people, and it
Yeah.
only gets better with time. So
It's true. It's true. But then I'm sure like young men are feeling like, God, it's so impossible to buy a house or provide
It
or
is.
like
Yep.
be in a position to be like a trad. How am I going to attract a trad wife when I'm not in a position to be like a trad husband?
Well, sometimes, it's just not going to work. You can both work,
Yeah.
we are a victim of our circumstances, but you can still get married and you can figure it out. I mean, yeah, it might be tough when both people are going to work, but hopefully if you have good family or something like that, this is why it's important to have community so you can rely on other people. But I just think you can't let that stop you,
Mhm. Yeah, I feel bad for my male friends who are like I know some friends who were like they're in their mid 30s and they're just putting off even trying to meet somebody because it's kind of like they feel like it's hopeless. I'm like, well, then you're really gonna be alone.
They're listening to the wrong people because is there crappy people out there? Absolutely. There's crap people out there. But then there's the good
there's
people.
great people too.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like saying
Yeah.
don't go for a job because you might not get it or you might be
Right.
fired. Like don't bother trying because it could all go to shit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. Like, I mean, my husband and I knew each other for like 10 years. And then we dated for, I think, 2 or 3. And we've been married now for a year. And even just in that year, like, I don't know, like when Charlie was assassinated and that kind of the first videos and things that were coming out of Erica, like I felt that so much deeper just because I'm married now. It's just things like that. Like
It is a game changer. It really is.
Yeah.
Like I've been with my husband like 10 years. We've only been married 2 years. Well, no, maybe we've been together like 11 years now. But like when you get married, like it's just something changes in you. I don't know if it's because we, did it in a church and like under God. I feel like we did it like
Yeah.
the right way, but it steps everything up. To a nice level, like where you feel like you're proud to step up to the responsibility and like honor
Yeah.
this person and have their back. And it's like, it's your job to get each other into heaven and look out for each other. And that's so much different than just being boyfriend, girlfriend. It's so much different. Like there's so much
There's a
more gravity
purpose.
than just, we're roommates and we split bills and
There's a purpose. I'm old school. I'm so old school that I'm the type of person that says you get married because the whole purpose of getting married is to have kids. So you get married and have a family and you pass it on. Like I'm beyond old school that way, and I get a lot of flack for it because I sacrificed a lot to be home with my kids. I could have had
Yeah.
careers, and I just said, well, I'd rather be 47 and be able to have a life
you're
than
hot and
young.
you don't wear underwear, Sally. The world is your oyster. My God. You could even still like leave and become a model tomorrow. Goodness.
Oh yeah.
For people in the chat that are like, someone said I don't feel worthy of a good woman now. It's the thing is everyone is a project. Everyone is a work in progress. It's like you find somebody good and you strengthen each other. You pull each other up. There's no like, I have to be at a 9 before I find, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're at a 4 in your life or even a 2, that means you don't try and go find somebody.
Or work on yourself. If
yeah.
you really feel that way, then
you can do both.
You got to take action and control what you actually have the power to control. So you got to work on yourself then, do what it takes to make yourself feel worthy.
Yeah, just stop wearing underwear.
Exactly. Pouch underwear for men.
No beige.
Yeah. Put your balls in a pouch and just ask her out. I like that. I like that a lot.
You're gonna get the thing with guys though is they have that fear of rejection because they get rejected way more than women do. So you just need to get used to the feeling of rejection and not take it personal. It just means you're just not compatible. It's not a fit. So
Right.
move on to the next one.
It's not rejection, it's redirection.
Yes. I like that. I've never heard that.
Tan beige is for 2. Beige is a little gross, but not a deal breaker. Just be like
Sexy
"Ew."
date beige bras though.
Get that off. You got. I would say a beige bra is more forgivable than like a beige underwear. But again, if you're wearing like a clingy, light colored bottom, then beige
Right.
underwear makes sense. Russell Hofer too. It breathes way
Wear
better in a
black.
short skirt. K-Max for 5. On this political line, have you heard the odd conspiracy of Charlie Kirk's death being faked? Milo just pushed this on Tim Pool's show this past week. I don't see the benefit in going down this train, this thread right here, because like, what does that really do for anybody? So okay, he faked his death. Is that let's say that that's what happened. Are we supposed to just like not like listen to Charlie's teachings and like take his wisdom out of all his speeches? And are we supposed to like no longer have grieve for and with Erica and her kids? Like what does that do for anybody to believe that?
Or anything, any institution. Like I don't really.
Then you're gonna think, oh, nothing is real.
Exactly.
Why have empathy for anybody?
Anyone who saw that video of him being shot, which I was set within minutes, the real footage without it edited, and you watch his hand clench up, that is the spinal column being severed. That is his life force leaving his body. So when he does that thing where he clenches up with his hand, you can't fake that reaction. There's no way. There's no way.
No.
Wow.
You don't fake that. And you don't fake if you watch the real video. I had people messaging me from Utah because I live in Utah, and they're like, "There's no way." I saw the video and I hadn't watched it yet, and because I was doing a space, I had a Nick Bryant on who was part of the Epstein stuff, and this breaks right in the middle of interviewing him. I'm like, "How do I had to finish the interview, but there's no way. If you saw that video, there's no way that any human being survived.
I still haven't seen it because I remember my husband was the one who told me. He was like, "Don't go on Twitter right now." Like, or
it's
just
like
scroll by it. Like, he's like, "You're gonna cry if you see it." So I'm just.
It's awful. Yeah. No. It's.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
Just you're gonna be desensitized to horrible things happening.
I think that was the intent. Why did they allow that to stay? They took the George Floyd stuff down, right? Eventually.
Yeah.
But they allowed all of the stuff of Charlie Kirk to be widespread over TikTok, over X. No one took it down. Why did they want everyone to see that?
I'm sure you could still find it. Yeah.
Oh, it's still out there. They didn't take it down.
Like, so if he didn't really die, then he's not really a martyr. Then everything just has less impact, I suppose. I just don't know. I guess if you're somebody who doesn't trust anything, you don't trust the government, you don't trust any official narrative on anything, I don't know. I just don't see how that's productive. And how are you going to get enough proof to like really? I just feel like that's a waste of your time.
There's no way that he's not
go into digging that.
Yeah.
It would have to. No, because people, even Candace Owens saw the raw footage. Like, that's why there's a lot of things that she knows that she hasn't showed. And one of them is that she saw the raw footage right after he was shot. And then she's like, why don't you guys put that out there? Well, there's probably a reason. Probably the FBI.
Oh,
has it.
like the turning point footage?
Yeah.
You mean?
But they showed her during a Zoom call. So she's seen it.
Wow.
He's dead.
He's gone. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah. Why would he want to fake his death to what? Go live on an island somewhere away from his wife and kids and away from like his purpose and his work? And like none of that makes sense to me. And the thing he was so passionate about doing was being in public, speaking at events, being face to face with the students.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, if he had to do it or else his life was in danger. I feel like he took that chance every time he did a public event. He knew.
Right.
He knew that the death threats were out
He loved
there.
his kids too much. You could, every time you saw him with his kids, the way he protected his kids and never showed their faces. If you notice every video, you see the back of their heads. He never shows their faces, which tells me he loved his kids because he wasn't trying to use his kids as a prop. Which most other people do.
Like, look at my family.
Yeah.
We can tell they're beautiful. Like, we don't need to see. And that's why I'm not like always trying to like, maybe there's a couple pictures of the bean out there, but it's like, I don't want everyone to see him all the time or like a
No.
lot. It's like, ugh.
If you knew what they were doing with AI,
Right.
you wouldn't put, like, even I won't even share, like, there's so many cute TikTok videos. I won't even share them if they have a kid on there. Like if they're on, like they're like between like 2 and I don't know 17. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I want to share that so bad, and I just don't dare because I know what they do with AI.
Oh, like that chicken video I just played for everyone. Great. Now I feel terrible.
Don't feel terrible. That's about the cutoff. But like it's only because I work in child trafficking. So because I know what I know, I'm extra protective of because they use it for blackmail for parents. Like they do horrific things with AI and they blackmail kids and it's bad. I don't want to get to in the show. Yeah, it's horrible.
I want to end on a fun note.
Fun note.
Yeah, something happy.
Is it even possible? Let's see. Oh, should we end? Let's see. I have a breast milk video. That looks fun. Or would you date it? Okay, this is funny. I think this will be funny. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, Elmo song. Okay. Would you date a trans girl?
I'm here with.
My name is Sasha.
And.
Swish.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you guys date a trans girl?
No.
No?
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
Because I'm into girls.
Do you not see trans women as like girls?
Are you
I am, yeah.
You're trans?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you don't look trans.
Thank you.
That's actually crazy.
Like trans girls. Do you think that they're not girls?
Yeah, I mean, I respect them. Yeah, I mean, everybody in their own skin. I don't judge, to be honest. I feel like they're girls because that's who they live through. They live through that persona, and I don't
That's
judge
nice.
about that at all. You know what I'm saying?
It's not your cup of tea.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Dick
I
is
don't
not my
want
cup
to
of
be
tea.
disrespectful or anything.
It's like I'm just not gay.
Right.
Would you?
Me personally, no.
No.
But you know, I respect as well. You know, the community of people, how they feel, how they, you know, if they feel like
These are very
they
PC
should,
answers.
how you say, honor themselves as a woman. No problem about that at all.
I want him to
You
ask a
know, I have a
woman.
lot of buddies of mine who are in the trans side of things, who are gay. I respect them for who they are at the end of the day. You know, we're all one soul, one spirit, and we should all like learn how to love.
Okay.
Personally, for me, as far as dating,
This is
that's not my
scripted.
cup of tea either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be mad, like example, if you saw a girl for like a week and then she told you a week later that she was trans?
Well, I wouldn't wait till the week later. I would obviously get to know them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like not some, we should be open about one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
That'd be
slay.
mad.
Well, thank you guys.
No worries, no worries.
He's like, damn, now I can't hook up with either of you.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Wow, look at the comments. They're such cowards. The posture is so unnatural. Yeah, it's like kind of like
I'm hiding my pee between my legs.
Yeah, oh my God, that must be
I've got me
it.
some chocolate underwear.
This keeps your penis at bay standing like this. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks
they
like
have it
she's
tucked behind.
Looks like he's wearing skis.
Them are some boots.
They're the same height.
Right.
Like
Wow.
you could tell, like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
There's only 2 genders.
You can always just tell
it's a-
too, like
it's a
when a
mental
man is
illness
impersonating
to
a
want
woman.
to trick people into thinking you're a woman. Like you want to trick a straight guy into liking you, so you could, because you want your sexual experience, you want to feel like a woman, but it's like that is built upon a lie. So why do you want to start a relationship on a lie? That's why it's like it's mental illness. It's extremely selfish and manipulative. It's like it's all about you and your fetish.
Oh, yeah.
You don't give a fuck about this other person. You just want them to validate you and make you feel like you're passing.
I really wish he would have said that. No, I wouldn't date someone that has a mental illness. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into dick or mental illness, but
It's
your
consequence
boob
of our
job is
time.
great. Yeah.
Everyone's just so selfish and narcissistic and into themselves. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is on the other topic. Thank you, Dan. We will always remember where we were when we saw it. Oh, I still haven't seen it. Very sad. We're trying to end on a high note, Dan.
Yeah,
All right.
why bring it back, Dan?
Yeah, why are you bringing
Jeez.
it up again? Wait. Yeah. This was fun. Sally, where can people find you? Thank you
can
for coming
find
on
me
tonight.
at Talk with Sally on all platforms: Rumble, TikTok, Twitch. No, not Twitch anymore. Rumble, Locals, YouTube, X, whatever. Just look up Talk with Sally. You'll find me.
Follow Sally now. Cherry Perez. Where can people
Thank you for
find
having me, Chrissy.
Thank you for coming on.
You can find me on everything at Cherry Perez. And yeah, I've been posting a lot of TikToks lately, so go check it out. And I have a new video coming out on YouTube about, I'm from Minnesota. I got a lot to say about all this Somalian nonsense. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah.
This was fun. Yes, and congrats to me. Oh, thank you. Stop it. Stop. That's too much. Come see me in New York City. I'll be at Gino Visconti's birthday show on December 28th. You can get tickets for that on my website. And what else? I got kind of a busy week coming up. Things. Wait. I'll be on Nina Infinity's show this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Friday Night Tights on Friday, of course. A baby's birthday party. That you guys can't come. Oh, Monday the 15th, I'm going to have Larry Sharp on Nightmare. He'll be here in studio. Love Larry. We love Larry. And then a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on. Fun. Thank you, girls. Oh, one more super chat from Russell Hall. Unfortunately, straight men don't have the option of refusing to date anyone with a mental illness. It would leave us with no options. Russell. Don't
Love
sell
it.
yourself short. This has been SimpCast. Thank you, Sally and Cherry, for joining. Love to everybody in the chat, and we'll see you next time. Bye.